Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Glad you're with us tonight. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Oh, my gosh. We're there. We made it to the weekend, and what a weekend it will be. We've got an incredible show, not only today, but let me tell you, tonight is going to be a lot about a really big preview of what is happening this weekend. There is something, I know, there's a lot going on this weekend. I understand, and I feel for all of our folks across the country. I got to tell you, the weather's going to be crazy. So what I'm going to say is, if you can be with us this weekend, not just tonight for 3 hours, but tomorrow morning and Sunday morning. I know a lot of people are going to be in when you might be out normally picnicking or biking or, I don't know, working out or whatever you're doing, ball games, whatever it is. I'll tell you right now, if you can stay with us this weekend through our shows, we're going to have some crazy cool values. I thought we put together something special. I've been working really hard to try and see if we can, make things more affordable for you. I know the industry's kind of telling us otherwise, but really trying to bring you some big values that you've grown accustomed to here, but in what we love, which is primarily diamonds. That really tends to be our favorite. So what I'll do tonight is I'll introduce you to some new tonight, but then we're also going to talk a little bit about what's happening this weekend, give you a little preview of a cross pendant that we've never done before. I've done cross pendants many a times, but there's something very large. I know we brought you a nice, what was it, carat or so in diamonds the other day in baguettes. We're going to bring you our huge round brilliant cross with the largest stones we've ever put together in a cross pendant by far. Usually it's 2 pointers, 3 pointers, maybe 10. We're going to have 41 pointers. They're basically light half carats. So I'll tell you about that more. We'll give you a little sneak peek. We got some yellow diamond deals this weekend. So some previews of what is to come this weekend, considering I think more people might be at home more than normal this weekend with all the weather, and I hope you do. I'm going to encourage you to stay in because I know most of our viewership tends to be in that swath of the storm. So I'll tell you, I'm going to encourage you to stay in just for your own safety. And, someone who spent a lot of time in news in my early days from adolescence on, I got to tell you, I'm going to encourage you to stay in and be with us tomorrow instead of braving any kind of weather conditions that might put your kind of your safety at peril. So what we're going to do is have some great previews. Then we've got some cool new as well today. And I'm going to make it all about your requests as well. I'd love to hear what you're looking for tonight. I know, again, people hunkering down, getting in and staying in hopefully this evening. So maybe this is the way to spend it. Just a little bit of a break from, again, jewelry is a great way to, again, think about how we're going to really accessorize in the future and have these great withstanding pieces that have some great value to them. And that's really what we stand for. So we're going to see Blue Wing tonight. I've got a new design for you in Blue Wing. We haven't seen too many. This is going to be on the smaller side. And then if you are looking for bigger, we've got one ring that's quite large and then also some very large trillion earrings. They're going to be on the way. I do have something very affordable. Like I said, I've been working my you-know-what off to make sure that we can bring you some big values despite what the jewelry, because I know our counterparts out there, and you can't blame them. I mean, I got to say, I totally understand, but most everybody is really gotten away from gold jewelry. And I think we're the last man standing, or last woman, so to speak, here that is bringing you gold. So even today, I just, again, flipped through, just checked out a couple of things and was very not surprised to see a lot of sterling silvers and even metals I'd never even heard of before offered at, several $100s, but they were mystery metals. And so as we stay true to what I think you all are looking for, which is solid gold, I'm going to bring you something very affordable tonight as a great giftable moment. Also with February coming up in just a matter of days, want to bring you something that is, I know, a favorite of mine in gemstones, but also a favorite of many of ours. So we'll see that coming up, and we're going to make something affordable that should not be. Simple as that, in gold, without having to compromise or say, hey, enjoy this mystery metal that no one's ever heard of because it's so fake and faux. We're actually doing some solid gold for you with a great gemstone and diamond that's going to be nice and affordable for you. So we have that on the way. Also, I'm going to see some copper bearing. We've got one of our bigger stones today, not the 19 karat, don't fret. I know the 19 karat scared a few people away the other day. We were all loving seeing it until we saw the price tag and went, okay, maybe that's a little too much. So I'll bring a 3 karat, nice size, great price tag. We've got men's moonstone here. That's kind of new and fresh. And then some great diamond deals. Are going to have our first little Ferrari wheel, actually. I've been telling you they're gone. As of last night, we didn't have any, but I told you we were working hard to bring you some more. So I've got some Ferrari pieces as well that are going to be on a discount wheel for you tonight. 3 rings, and then we're going to see one. Let's see. Oh, I've got one really cool bypass ring. So we'll see all of that and more. Let us know what your requests are. It's Friday. Let's party. The weekend is finally here. Who else working hard for the weekend? Work hard, play hard. So here it is. We're ready to shop together. And there's a great way to start. I know this is the stone that everybody's been loving of late. It is aqua, but also it's this cut that makes it so really important here. This is the one, the only, and that is interesting because it's technically a cushion cut, but it looks a lot like an emerald cut, doesn't it? So it's kind of a hybrid, if you will. Got that cushion cut, little softer on the outsides here, but really stellar material. And look at that. That's a bright one there. What do you think? That's what it looks like face up. I always wish we could get our cameras positioned to the point where they could just look right in, but I give it a little bit of an assistance, and there you go. That's ooh, look at that. It's like the color goes beyond the stone. See that? What's happening there is pretty cool. 9936 is the number. It's a 208 in this cushion cut, and then it has this really bright, beautiful glow of the blues. And then 6 points in diamonds. That's our new favorite, our 3-stone style, which is going to have 2 centralized diamonds, 1 on either side, and they will be nice and big. Chunky little diamonds. We like our diamonds to be very chunky, and that's what you get here. So that really beautiful look, and yep, they're going to be 6 points total, 3 points each. Look, I can do that math. 2 carats 08 on the center stone once again. It's going to stay in the white gold. And so if you love it, well, we're just going to need to know your ring size, and then we'll get it to your home for free and delivered straight to your door. Finest jewelry in the world and right to you. I don't think you could ask for much more than that, except, oh yeah, you guys want under cost pricing. I tell you, I'm getting in all kinds of trouble lately doing these prices, and I love it. Never been happier. I gotta tell you, never had more fun on TV in my life. And I've done a lot of cool things on TV, I must say. I've done a lot of cool things. And it's, I was just writing that. I was doing a little extra chapter. I've got a book coming out soon, and I was just like doing an extra chapter the other day because I felt like I wanted to tell stories beyond just the home shopping world and just some of my, adventures in TV in general. So God, I had to add a little extra, and I was thinking about reminiscing on some of the really crazy things that have happened on live TV over the years, and so I'll be sharing them with you guys. But take a look at this on the hand. Just a nice way to get started here, isn't it? And it's going to be affordable. Let's make it nice and affordable for you. I'm just going to move that wheel a little bit, get that ready where it needs to go. Look at that. See, it really does look like an emerald cut. I mean, for all the world, it does. Just a little hybrid, more of a step facet. Your cushions tend to be usually a little bit more either square or a little bit more rounded to the sides. This one's got that nice, bright, again, very, very cool look, and it does. It looks like an emerald cut, more stark sides, more straight up and down, if you will. And then we'll take a look at it up close again and show you what we can do on value. It's not going to be, I know it's like $17.99 we've been seeing on these rings lately, the 2-carat aquas. Not going to do that. Going to make it a lot easier for you. And really just, again, reminder, one onlys, that's the name of the game here. There's only going to be a couple of exceptions tonight to that rule of thumb. It's pretty much one onlys is all we've got. So let's take this on down for you and make it a lot easier than even 17, 16. I know even yesterday I saw 1 carat here. I didn't show it to you because I didn't love the price tag and just, felt like we can do better. And so I saw a 1 carat yesterday. It was $14.99 here, and I thought, let's do even better on the bigger stone. And aqua's not one of those stones that's commonplace, especially in the Sierra Santa Maria, so it gets a little more tricky to find in those bigger sizes. And yet, here it is, not 16. Not 15, not even the 14 of the 1 carat. That was the price tag we saw yesterday on a 1 carat stone in a almost exact mounting. It had the same mounting, as a matter of fact. And we're going to do better than 14, 13, 12. Just 1 stays in the white gold. We just need to know your ring size. Happy Friday. Let us know what's going on. If there's anything you're looking for, how can we make your day and make your weekend and really just wow you with the values and do our shopping that is really when you've got, I mean, this is just an important value. When you've got so many important things that we're going to see tonight and always, and to see these kind of drops in the price, $12.99, don't love it. All right, let's go 11 or 10 or just really blow it out, make it that triple digit price range, and we'll go $9.99. It'd be tough to do. Again, when there's faux metals out there, and again, that's great if you're okay with just, whatever it's called, the sterling silver platings and whatnot, and the new alloys that are being developed, because everyone's trying to, that's kind of the next big idea is going to be whoever comes up with a way to do a new metal, right? Because even gold plating, do you notice that people have stopped doing gold plating? Because even 1 or 2 microns of gold would be too expensive for the average person. So they've stopped doing gold platings, and they're coming up with all new methods of metals, which means new alloys, new materials, new kind of fingal deals, which are, I can't quite say I'm fully informed on how exactly they're doing all this, but point is there's no precious kind of nature to it. So and the whole point is to try and get you affordable. Well, here we are making solid gold affordable for you. So $9.99 on that one, and then we'll move right along. Also, this is that bigger Sorari piece. We'll see a wheel of some smaller carat weights tonight, but I have one of the larger we've ever brought. Actually, I think it is the largest we've ever brought besides earrings. I had the 7 carat earrings once upon a time. This is the ring, and all bigger stones, double bypass. This is the double row bypass ring, and all of the biggest colors of diamonds we've seen before, besides, outside of 1 center stone. So that's going to be here as well. The Tanzanite opportunities. You know what else I decided to bring out? It was just themed for the occasion. I'm in a lavender mood, so I thought we would bring out our most lavender of the Paraibas. Look at that. I know we see the purples a little bit more regularly, but this is a true lavender, and it's still the Paraiba, so it is that copper-bearing stone that we love so much. So we'll have that for you, plus the big tanzanites, and again, at top of the hour, that is going to make fine jewelry more affordable than we've had in a very, very long time. I think back to, remember I started here in 2016, so I know that's kind of the big trend right now. Everyone's talking about what they were doing in 2016. Well, I was just starting my career here at TVON, and yet I think back, and that was almost a decade ago, and I think back to even pieces that we had then in a different gold environment and marveling at some of the prices, mainly this top of the hour that's coming up at 6 o'clock Pacific. That's 9 p.m. Central Time. We're going to have a top of the hour that absolutely will blow your mind. At least it did mine. And I'm pretty demanding when it comes to value, as you are as well. So we're going to see something really important coming up at the top of the hour that could just be a giftable moment with Valentine's coming up. February birthdays coming up. That probably gives you a hint as to what stone it is. And then also the other holidays that we see all through. I know the springtime, it's hard to talk about that this weekend, but springtime will be here before you know it, which means Easter and Mother's Day and all the other occasions that we love to celebrate with jewelry. But who's buying fine jewelry gifts in this day and age? We're going to give you a way and an opportunity to do that tonight that I can honestly say we don't have anything on our inventory currently that will be this value, and I wanted to put together something very special for you tonight. So that is the deal. Stay with me. Top of the hour, 6 o'clock. Tell a friend if you know somebody who is maybe frustrated with the jewelry pricing elsewhere. If you know somebody who loves great gemstones and fine gold and wants to get something great and giftable, we've got it for you coming up at the top of the hour. So right now we're going to take a look at that aqua again. $9.99. We should just kind of hang out and wait till it sells because everything should go here tonight. No question about that. This really should be a moment where every single idea, I mean, $9.99 can't beat that price tag at all. So really, really excited to have that for you. Okay, so really important piece. And then here we are with that really special value at $9.99. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so here we are. And I know, again, I'm going to get you some previews of what's coming up this weekend because we do have the definite values in diamonds that you've never seen before. So we'll see something really cool coming up and talk a little bit about that so you know what to expect. Okay, so we got a lot to get to. Plus, there's a new sapphire here, and it happens to be a 4-carat blue sapphire. Haven't seen one since the 4-carat heart shape, and that recently sold, and now we have a 4-carat pear shape. And the 4-carat heart shape always I marveled at because it didn't really necessarily look 4 carats. This blue in the pear shape does. So we'll see that in a little bit. Also, here's something new. 113000. It must be good if it started that new item number prefix here. Let's take a look at this really special. What is it? It's a pendant. It's actually, think of it like it could be a little way that you do like a little bow tie. And it's yellow diamonds. They're light yellows. They're trillions, but they're also modified. Usually a trillion would have a very distinct point to it. And thanks everybody online who's checking in. Hey guys, Tracy's here with us. Thank you. Hi, Carrie. Thank you so much. Hi, Janae. Thank you. Even Kansas, huh? Kansas, yeah, a little wintry as well. Yeah, pretty much everywhere I think beyond where we're at. It's kind of like this this major system. And again, we're going to encourage you to stay in the next couple of days. And luckily, we'll provide the entertainment. And so we'll provide the values for you. So it's the best thing to do. And thank you, Carrie, so much. You're so kind. Thank you so much. Oh, it's called makeup. Anyway, hi, Kirsten. Thank you so much. All right, so here we go. Natural yellows. I've got 2 carat weights here. The bigger one is the 81 pointer. The smaller one is the 20 pointer. They're modified trillions, and the way they're set and bezels, so completely wrapped in gold here, and it's 14 karat. What that's going to do is it's going to give you a smooth, seamless finish, and it's also, I think that's important all the time with a pendant, especially because a pendant might, especially this time of year, maybe it's not always bare skin, and that doesn't mean you're putting your necklaces on a shelf. It means that you need a pendant or a necklace that's going to be not fighting with your fabulous fashion or your scarves or whatever it is. You know, think about it when we're, wearing this time of year. We've got the higher necklines on, the sweaters, the cowl necks, the turtlenecks, the mock necks, the scarves. I mean, I could go on and on. Don't even get me started on fashion. Shouldn't we just have a fashion day where we just, I don't know, maybe should I just bring a section of the closet and we'll just sell that stuff? Goodness knows. I donate about 50 things a week, so I probably need to just bring it here and just, we can I don't know, we can just talk fashion all day. It'd be fun to just do like a 3-hour segment. It'd be pretty cool, I think. But here's our 81 and 20, and it's trillions together, and then they're bringing together where all of the bales, basically there's bales built in, and what's great about that too is that you can wear it multiple ways. It's east to west now. It's not really intended to be that way, but if you want to, You can do east to west, or you can do north to south with either the bigger stone or the smaller stone on top. So it's really totally up to you. You can kind of play with it based on how you put your chain through it. And I love versatility. Designers who think that way are like, you know, I think they're really, they're not only just creative, but they're doing us a favor because they're allowing us to get more wear out of our jewelry. And thank goodness for that. Because I have more jewelry than I will wear in a lifetime. I admit it. I admit it. I mean, I've still got hopefully a few years left, right? And I'll just never, ever, ever get to wear it all because it's just something that's so, again, unique. So if I can have something that I can wear every day that's going to be worn a multitude of ways, because you know me, my big thing is like I don't ever like to look or feel the same way twice. I just, every day I wake up and want to reinvent. And I think that's what women can do because we have fun playing with fashion and playing with style. And so jewelry is not usually the kind of thing that we might be able to do that with, but this style you can. And so let me show you a couple examples here. Show first, I like it this way because I am definitely embracing this idea of menswear and this kind of like, what do they call it? Elevated auntie, and all of this great kind of trend that's going towards a lot of more masculine silhouettes for ladies and neckties and pinstripes and suiting and all this. I am loving it. You should see me in real life. I love that kind of look and I wear a lot of it. And I got to tell you, this kind of feels like a little gentle nod to that with this almost like cool geometric, could be like a bow tie when you wear it that way. And then you can see it's a little over a half an inch. I'll call it 5/8. And then you could also, I'll just switch it around here. You can wear it this way and you can wear it with that larger stone up top. And then it feels almost like a, I don't know, now it looks like one of those cool cocktail glasses, like serve me up a martini, right? I'll take a lemon drop. Okay, that's my mom's drink of choice, which obviously with the yellow diamonds, that makes sense to me. So a little lemon drop action, or you could wear it like this, and then it feels like, I don't know, Hello Kitty's bow. So again, so many ways to wear it, and you can go, again, through the sides to make it east, west, north, south, whatever you want to do. So a lot of fun there. Let me just show it my original way on the neckline here as well, because that'll help you see what it's all about. And again, show it right there, just gives you an idea of the size, and so you can see how that's going to translate. But a really beautiful, beautiful look, and two bigger diamonds, giving you over a carat total. We'll go back up close and give you a better idea of how we can make it priced really well so we can send it on out. And those lighter yellows are so much fun. We've been seeing a lot of these lighter yellows as bales in stones, and now to see them together as the main event I think is really nice because we do love our yellow diamonds in rings. So we'll just give it away. We'll do something really special even though they're all VS stones still. Yes, people ask me that a lot. Are the yellow diamonds still VS? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. We don't maybe harp on that as much because the color is what's so outstanding, but of course we still care about clarity. We still care about cutting, and we still care about the carat weight. And this really provides all of it. Great, excellent quality in color, clarity, and cutting because it's something different and unique. And then of course the carat weight, combining two great stones together as one great pendant. So if you like it, what we're going to do is blow it out for you. It's got a $49.99 should be price. I hope you don't mind. I know you don't. And I say this kind of to the ether because I know in the business I'm getting a lot of grief and a lot of slack. I had a long discussion with someone who's been in the business for a long time today, and he said to me, you know, I watch the show every night, and what you're doing on jewelry should be illegal. He said, the way you're pricing jewelry on TV should be illegal. And I'm going, well, yeah. And get this, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm gonna keep going. So take a look at this. Not gonna be $49.99 because he's in the business. So he's like, you're killing the rest of us. And I go, well, you know, I do it for the shoppers. I do it for our customers. I do it for the TVON family. So let's bring this down from $49, $39, $29. No, we're gonna go even lower than that and bring it all the way down. It's a new one for us tonight. How exciting to see something new and fabulous and designer and unique and something that's got a lot of look to it, and we're going to bring it on down to $1,999. And when that brings you two sizable stones like that does, I say, yeah, you've got it. Congratulations. That's well done right there. Enjoy. Now, speaking of pendants, here's another one, and that's the key. And you're probably wondering, well, how'd they get it so fast? Because they were on the phone lines before I priced it. They were on the phone lines when it was $49.99. So everyone else misses out, and I feel bad about that. But, you know, it's just, again, one of a kind. So always dial early. Here's 111-3021. And that's our leaf. We're calling it a leaf cut. I don't know how. It looks like a pear. I guess it's kind of modified. Kind of. It's a pear shape. It's a pear shape, but it's a 4-carat 33 Swiss blue topaz. And it is 18 points in the diamonds as well. Looks like more, doesn't it? Especially when you see the size this is going to give. It's in the yellow gold, stays that way. I've got the ruler at the ready to measure it for you, and we'll do that now. So this one's going to be headed on out in a hurry. Take a look at that. What a beautiful, even the bail feels a little bit more at an angle. You see there's like an S curve to it. It's got pave, wrapping everything around it. Here's your length of the design. It's 1.25 inches, top to bottom. And we're going to blow it out. Jason, you can't be yawning already. We're only 19 minutes into the show and it's 5 o'clock. Come on, Jason. Come on. Did you get up early this morning? Tell me the truth. How early? 5. That is early. I didn't think anyone would beat me. Oh my goodness, my day starts at 6. You got up at 5? Wow. Okay, go ahead, take a nap. Put your head down, take a nap. Do you want me to sing you a lullaby? Do you need a teddy bear? Poor 5. Wow. Okay, so here we go. 12 hours ago. Oh yeah, let's try. Go ahead, Tony. Sorry, he threw me with the 5 o'clock a.m. thing. We'll show it on the neckline here for you and then get ready to go out the door in a hurry. Wowza. That's going to be a one only. And by the way, it's under 1,000. Just to get you on the phone lines ready to go, Swiss blue, that's, you know what it looks like? Blue zircon. And I may not, because of this, I may not be able to show I have a blue zircon pendant in pear shape tonight. And it's $36.99. I'm telling you that now, because this looks better. I'm sorry, blue zircon, but this one looks better. And the blue zircon is $36.99, and this one is not even $9.99. So we'll go back to the wheel and show you close up. It's true. This is not even $9.99 or $8.88. We're going even lower than that. Look, I can't even, so heavy, I can't even hold it. We're going to do better than that for you. And there it goes. It's going to be $777, one caller. And by the way, Jason, who got that diamond pendant from you? Really? That's a cool name. I like that name. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Hayden. All right. So here we go. Maybe is it because we referenced, I don't know, I think of cocktails, maybe because it looked like a little cocktail glass. Anyway, so $777 on that one. And we'll move right along after this one's gone. And then don't forget, we have something very affordable. It's also for pendant lovers. So if you're digging the pendants we've had here 2 in a row, get ready for that top of the hour. And then, yeah, should we see that lavender Paraíba we have as well today? It's gorgeous. The lavender's got a new markdown as well. It's our 4-carat-10 true purple lavender, and it still looks different than typical purple stones does. And this one, we're not waiting. That one's got to go. We want to make sure that gets a home here at $777. It's tough to duplicate a price tag like that, especially when there is this much gold and you see how it's finished on the inside. And yeah, there's those stamps as well on the inside, and as all jewelry needs to have. But you see it's like a ribbon, the way the design up top, especially right beneath your bail, wraps around with the mirror finishing in gold, wraps over the pave. Then you've got almost like those pear-shaped points. They're acting as a prong. They are. They're giving you a little extra setting security there. The way those pave diamonds come a little bit over, they're just giving a little extra. The prong's already there. They're traditional, but then it's got a little extra. Okay, so we'll keep on moving, and don't forget the aqua for $9.99. So far, we've had a lot of great values, and think 2 of the 3 things have been under $1,000 near impossible to do in the jewelry world. Now, this ring, this collectible ring coming up needs like all the big fireworks, and I feel like it needs like a trumpet announcement here because, you know, when you got royalty, usually there's that big pomp and circumstance. So, you know, the trumpets are blaring and it's really like a regal big entrance. This is my cat's eye chrysoberyl. It's 112 to 109, and that would be the really, really special green color, less yellow, more green, almost like a blue green in a way. If you'd like to look at it that way, like a sagey green. So a true green, but a beautiful way that even the colors get a little darker, and then towards the center of the stone where that chatoyancy is, it's getting a little bit lighter. And then of course the glow of that chatoyancy also happening. And then how about this mounting? A really important one with your platinum setting. Your 282 is the center stone, but then you've got a carat 36 in diamonds, all bigger, the round brilliants especially. 4 of those round brilliants, the rest of the way it's going to be sectioned off here where it can be all a halo. But that's going to be your tapered baguettes along the outside, mixing in there with the round brilliants, and it's all fabulous all the way around, and it is one of the premier of the rare stones out there, no question. So now we just need to move it along here and give you that great value that's going to make it disappear when it's supposed to be $69.99. I always tell you where things should be that you've probably seen before, but chances are, you know, if you missed it the last couple of times it's been on the air, I understand. So I'd like to give you a little heads up as to where that is, and then look at that stone, all the glow of that really important chatoyancy. It is impressive. And it's no longer going to be anywhere close to $69.99. You've got a big value coming your way. The platinum band is heavier as well. It's not going to be $6,000. You got to call us early. We see how quickly things are going tonight. That's very typical of a Friday. And I got to say, look at how beautiful this is up close. I mean, one of the more bright and really defined of the chatoyancies. Keeping in mind that's not like a painted on accent. That's real, natural material. All of that phenomenal family that we love. Different phenomena produce different types of things, but every phenomena has to be something that the stone is doing that really takes the light and does something extraordinary with it. And that's what this chatoyancy does. So cat's eye is the same as chatoyancy. Chatoyancy is the same as cat's eye. It's just one's a little more layman's term way that really, I think, does describe it well. And then, of course, we have our chatoyancy, which is that technical gem term. But we'll bring it on down. Stays as is in the platinum. It's not going to be $6,000, $5,000, $4,000. Now at $39.99, there is nothing wrong with that. Not a thing. Gonna love and be proud giving that away at $39.99. That's where a big style stone like that would go. And I'm just talking about loose, and I know nobody sells loose gemstones on the telly anymore. I mean, that's really a kind of something of the bygone era. But it really is important to kind of harken back, and some of you may remember, or maybe you've seen, or maybe you go frequent the trade shows and you're aware of what happens in the loose stone market and what a stone of this kind of rarity would go to on its own. And you've got it here for less than even $29.99. I told you I'm giving it away. We really are. It's give yourself permission here and give yourself the green light to get in early, because that's going to be the key to getting you the piece, because once these prices come all the way down, there are truly more than one collector on every single piece, and that makes sense. Why? Take a look at this, and it's not going to be $29 or $19.99 either. So right then and there, I think we've kind of hit the sweet spot of pricing and giving you a value. It's certainly going to be better than that, and let's make it easy. $1,888 only. First caller on that one, and it's going to go. $1,888 with all that platinum. It really is fantastic. And Kirsten, thank you so much, by the way. Thank you. I saw your message. Thank you. And here we are at $1,888. So what's everybody taking? And do we have the Swiss Blue pendant with a home yet? Because that was $777 and quite a value there. And then we do have some green tourmaline earrings that I just fell in love with today. Going to bring those down. And then one of the cooler pieces we have of the show, since it's something, you know, I'm always wanting new. I always want new, exciting, different. Touched on that earlier. That's not just in one facet of my life, it's in everything. And I gotta say, when we have a really important new design like this, check out this collar and look at the way this is like it's like a collar style, still gold. And then let me just kind of grab it here by the side so you can see all of those stunning pearls. The white South Sea pearls, the golden South Sea pearls, and the Tahitians all together in a collar that's still going to have great flexibility to it, and there's still gorgeous diamond cutting, and guess what? There's also triple colors of gold, so your tricolor look, which has rose, white, and yellow. So that's going to be coming up in a little bit. Something that I find is really, pearls are like the hottest thing right now. I look at the really chic designers, like they do costume jewelry, by the way. Most fashion designers, some do fine, but most fashion designers, if they do have a jewelry line, they do costume, and it's incredible what you can pay. There's a piece I'm really wanting, and it's not real jewelry. It's faux pearls, but it's by Vivienne Westwood, and I'm just kind of like obsessed with this necklace. The thing is $2,000, and it's fake pearls, and it's $2,000. Yeah. See, that's where I struggle. No, I could get you the real deal in gold and multiple pearls and different colors of pearls. And that's what we're going to do coming up in that really chic look. And the point is that pearls used to be like the pearl strand was considered very conservative and very traditional. And now pearls are like of the moment, like the cool girls. I'm talking about the cool girls that are like in their, half my age. They're the ones that are wearing pearls too, incessantly, and layering and building and all different varieties and colors and shapes and sizes. So we're going to have that pearl necklace, which I think is going to really amp up the collection. Yes, Jason? Thank you. Our aqua from the first item of the show, that one's gone as well. Enjoy it. So far just that blue topaz, and now our cat's high at $18.88. But again, just a leisurely pace on this Friday night. No hurry. I've only got a few pieces here to show you. So again, waiting on your requests, and until we get those in, we'll just kind of take our time and look at each piece. I always like to make sure you get every detail accounted for on every piece, including this one, which I really feel like I should take it apart and probably just sell each and every individual diamond on its own, because they all deserve their own collector. But considering there's some of us that are okay with an embarrassment of riches, here's the way you get our ultimate Ferrari piece. And the Cat's Eye Crystal Barrel is verifying right now. Now this one, 112-9972. Very excited you're here with us to see this. This is the ultimate. Later on, I'm going to bring you our first ever wheel of Ferrari. We're going to do some blowouts on some new pieces we got. They're actually not new. They've all been here before. But what they're going to do is we've got them together. We got them back because a lot of you wanted them. So we got onesies. So we're going to put them on a wheel and discount them. But none of them are going to have 333 in diamonds. This one does. 333. So I love the threes and the threes. The set of three. It's just easy to remember. And then I look at it and go, wait a minute. We've got a way, they're so big you can sit here and count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 22 stones in the ring because 11 on each side. And they're all huge. And we're going to make sure that you get one of the greatest values, and look at the intensity of those stones. Every single one of them is worth just completely marveling at. At least I think so. And I'm around a lot of colored diamonds. If you don't yet have a whole collection of colored diamonds, or maybe you don't have any yet, and you've been thinking, how do I go? Where do I go? Where do I start? Which one should I get? What size should I get? What color should I start with? How about the ring that's going to check a lot of different boxes here, and also at the same time be really comfortable and really wearable and all those great things that we love so much, and yet Ferrari, designer, stamped, all of that. So on average, what I say, 22 stones? So think about each stone being on average about 15 points. That's significant. Most accent stones are 1. So if I got 15 pointers for you, that's pretty impressive, and that's like an average. They're probably more than that. I mean, just again, depends. Here's the inside, finished entirely. Here's the, let me see where the designer hallmark is on the inside. Hard to see right now. Let me see where that is on the sides. And then the finishing all the way through. And then here we go, one only, and take a look. You got champagnes, yellows, greens, that really intense purple, and then some lighter, really fawns where there's like a pink champagne mix. And watch how this looks on the hand, because it could really be, I think, anywhere on the hand. I think primarily ring finger, middle, index, and even maybe a thumb ring, but it is pretty wide, so I want to show it to you on. And it was supposed to be $79.99, and I'm going to fix that. And there's a little bit of adjustability to it in a way. I'm still going to offer you the size, of course we do. But if you want to, watch this. See, I can kind of cinch it a little bit if I want to. And now, just to make it a little more precise fit, because right now it's probably a 6, and then I put it on and I just need a little smaller than that. So what I do is just kind of just wrap it a little bit, coil it a little bit tighter. So you can kind of, and same conversely, I could go a little bit larger and put it here. So even though I'm going to send it to you sized in the size you need, you can have there's a little give and a little play, because it's not soldered together in the middle. So it gives you a little play. If you wanted to separate, see, now I put it on so snugly I can barely get it off. If you wanted to, I probably made that a 5, and now I just, I'm struggling to get that ring off. But no problem, just widen it a bit, and suddenly you can just go ahead and make it a little, look at that. So now I just, watch this, now I just made it a little bit larger essentially, and now I've got it on the middle finger. So, and do you see how there's just a little more separation to it and a little less overlap? And I'm not going to hurt it. It's gold. Gold is supposed to be malleable. So it's, you know, it's not supposed to break or bend, but it's really a little bit of just, you know, a little kind of a tweak here and there you can do. And you wouldn't be able to do that if it was a soldered band together. So if it was just completely soldered like in the middle, that wouldn't give you that flexibility. But it's not like flexible like costume jewelry. Does that make sense? So we've got a $79.99 price tag. It's going to go lower. Call me quickly if you love it, because this price tag might surprise you in the most wonderful, delightful way, especially with those impressive diamonds. And this is shared prongs. Notice the 2 prongs in between. They're not at the very outer corners. They really sit, I mean, it's these details I love. And when you look at a ring and say, why do I love it so much? I usually can identify it if we really think about it and look at it compared to other rings we see or other designs we look at all the time. It's little details like that that designers will put that extra finishing touch on to really make sure that that it is looking very important and very special, and letting the diamonds be the star here. And not that we don't love gold, we know how valuable gold is, but when you put the prongs and the corners of the rounds like you would typically do, it would really make it a little clunky, if you will. By putting the diamonds, there's still 2 prongs between every single one and still a very secure setting, but by putting the prongs in between, and therefore the gold, you really get the diamonds looking like they're floating in formation instead. So it's a very impressive look. There's only one, it stays in the yellow gold, so pretty simple and straightforward there. And again, the gold disappears when it's on the hand. You'd have to flip it around to see the gold color even. But to go even lower, and watch this, because this is a bit of a miracle here, it's not even 79 or 69. This is what we do, and I know the retail, I'm not even discussing it on this one, it's like 6 figures, and who would ever pay that? There are people that do every single day. There are folks that do. And there are folks that pay all this extra money for great rings like this because, well, they love great designers, they love great quality, they want all the best, and they think they probably just don't know TVON exists, right? And here now we get the pleasure of bringing you a designer that is one of the few that works with a level of quality on par with our own. So we can and we will willingly bring their material. But again, it's what they're willing to do at this point because of our pricing being so dramatically different from their own. So it means we're not getting a lot more of the material. So grab what you can. This is the ultimate. It's not $6,000, $5,000, or $4,000. It's not even $39.99. And there needs to be something said in the same way I would remind you all the time that bigger white diamonds are more valuable than smaller white diamonds. Well, imagine what happens when you have bigger colors of diamonds that are indeed natural as opposed to smaller. Smaller are still lovely, they're still rare, but this is not $3,500. And you've got essentially 2 gorgeous gold bands together. This is really important. Again, that could have just been all the way around, could have been just the basic gold you would see in one ring. It's more like the gold of 2 rings or more, and it's not 35 and it's not 34. And hey, if it's $33.99, that's basically $1,000 a carat with free gold, free labor. And what about the extra money you should spend usually for a designer label? I like designers, I'm not opposed to it, but I'll tell you right now, that is a huge, huge extra cost to you if you go for a designer retail pricing, especially in what fashion's one thing, but jewelry, another level. And this is not going to be $35.99 or $34, or like I said, $33.99 is what puts it basically at $1,000 a carat. That's that metric there. It's not going to be that price. And what you're getting here are the largest individual colors of diamonds we have to share with you and to show you. And a beautiful, beautiful piece, and not going to be 33. And maybe you want it bigger in size so you can wear it on the index finger. Maybe you want to put it on the middle finger, have us size it accordingly, but you remember you got that little bit of play, a little bit of adjustability, if you will, and trust me, that comes in handy more often than not. Because I know when I wake up in the morning after I have like a Friday night out dining on my favorite thing in the world, which is sushi, then I'm going to wake up on Saturday morning and be a lot puffier, you know, because that's sodium, right? That's sodium. And so, and I know when I leave the gym and I've been working out for 2.5 hours and I'm, you know, a sweaty mess, I know my rings don't fit. You know, I got my ring in my car, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit because it's just, again, as body temperature changes, even just again, I just want to be able to play and move it from one finger to the other. This ring gives you that opportunity. Let's make it even better in price. $32.99. One caller only. That's it. So it's going to fly. It's under $1,000 a carat for the big, the jumbo, and the really, really important diamonds you have there. That is sold. Congratulations. Now look at this. Here are the earrings that I'm so anxious to show you, and I do appreciate a bright green. See, I have there's a large, broad spectrum of green tourmaline colors. And you know, this is the most varied color play in a gemstone family. So there's supposed to be a lot of colors. But there's such a big divide between value of one color to another. And these are considered ideal. Because why? Well, I think you can already probably tell and see. And I know they're not sitting up directly to your eye level, but I will take care of that for you. It's going to be item number 111. Wow, that's a good sign. We're taking a big, big stone, doubling it up, putting lots of diamonds and gold, and it's way back, was made a long time ago. That's a good sign. Starting with a 111, then it's got a 6, an 8, a 7, and a 7. And that's going to give you a very, very important important look when you see these from a distance. Oh my. There's also the white diamond weight here, but let's keep in mind this is 783 first of all in the green tourmalines, and they're fabulously cut. They're going to have a really dynamic, I know we see the bright color, but they've got a range of color based on the way the light's going to play with the stone and the faceting within. So you do have 7 carats 83 in your stones. And then someone's putting it right near 4 carats each. Then you've got the diamonds, that's 20 points. We don't overdo on the diamonds because we still want them to be wearable every day perhaps. Even though, yes, it's a drop. I wear a drop earring every day. I have no problem with drop earring. Everyone's got a different opinion on that. Certainly if you do, whether you want to save these for a more dressy occasion, it is totally your prerogative, of course. But this is an extremely big value. And huge savings you're about to see. It's basically, I'm going to call them 1.25 inches just because you see that's where the diamonds start. Obviously, they're more like 1 inch and 3/8 when you look at the way it's actually got that that design with the shepherd's hook. So we understand that. But I'll pop one on the ear for you. They're just bright and dynamic. They've even got that really fabulous, unusual cutting within. And we couldn't help ourselves. I mean, you see 2 stones that rare in color and then you match them up. I mean, it's so few and far between that you have the ability to match earrings or match stones like this. It's kind of begging to be an earring. So here's what they look like from a distance. And I know it's going to be harder to see here under a little lower light, but, and I'm not going to, if I move too much, I'll be out of the shot. But you can see here just when they're basically when I'm more or less still, and you see what's happening with the shimmering quality of those stones and the way they are cut so well. And that's the beauty. And it's giving you almost like a little bit of teal color, like a peacock green, very glowy, very bright. And that's a big part of the clarity. So we'll go back up close, bring you a big time value. And I promise you, they're going to go. You see how quickly everything's going tonight. I mean, that's what happens when you start discounting. I mean, it wouldn't happen if it was just, basic jewelry, higher price. It would not happen. You guys know a value, you demand it, I do too. So that's the thrill of it. We can bring that to you now, and then look at this. This is a little closer view here of what we've got for you. So a really important value coming up where you can see, let me just move these a little bit more to your eye level. Like you see, there's that. See how it's almost diamond shape in the middle there? It's not just straight up and down faceting. It's a little more unique than that. This one's exactly the same play. So you see this one's fingerprinted too. So let me just make sure I get those all cleaned up. They've been here a while. They've been in the vault, hanging out for a while. Time for them to go out in the world, be enjoyed, and really make you look fabulous. And here's what I'm going to do on them. Very quickly, the $59.99. Keep in mind that price is not up to today's pricing standard. That's the old price. And that item number, we all know, goes back a ways. Anytime you see a 111, that's old. Like, I'm talking at least 6-7 years old. So that's a while, and we know a lot has changed dramatically in the industry. So take advantage of these better values because of the markdowns. And hey, it's a value already. We're going to go even less than even half that at $3,000. You know what to do. Oh, the phone lines are busy already. We know how this works. And we know when we're giving jewelry away, and you've seen it for the first 42 minutes of the show. It's going to continue for 2 hours and about 20 minutes more. And we are even going to have previews of what's coming up this weekend that is going to razzle and dazzle you as we stay in and be safe this weekend, right? Keep out of the winter cold, stay in, and just enjoy all the luxuries that we're bringing at great values to really warm you up. So take a look. We'll make them even better than not 3, not 29. Let's go lower than that. Amazing value. I think it already is. We're going to go lower than even $2,000. I'll blow them out for $1,999. That's it. One caller. Who's going to own the fabulous tourmalines? Almost 4 carats each, no less. And you get that really impressive color clarity. And of course, the fabulous cutting as well. So that'll be $19.99. Don't forget our top of the hour is coming up in about 17 minutes. The top of the hour, I keep telling you, is the most affordable jewelry item in our entire inventory. An affordability level that I haven't been able to even show you in a very long time. So that's going to be coming up. Plus we have that gorgeous pearl collar, and we have a new sapphire over 4 carats, and it's blue. And it's just stunning, absolutely stunning. Are those gone? I probably gone 40 seconds ago rather, because again, not a lot of our operators in the studio. So I get a delayed message on that. But anyway, thank you so much. She's probably going, why are those earrings still up there? I bought them a whole minute ago. Here we are with our fabulous tourmaline. This is Paraíba. I flashed this earlier, and I know we all want to know more about it. Because out of all the purples we've had, there have been a few, like a couple dozen. I've never had one this precise saturation of color, and that's the beauty of it. So 112-8453, just want to let you know it's here. I did bring it out for the occasion. Wanted to wear it tonight with the outfit because this is a tricky stone. There's not a lot of gemstones that give us this exact precise color. It's true, especially when you upgrade to copper bearing. 8453, it's the 4-carat tin, and it's got, well, we're going to break it all down. Oh, maybe we didn't. Looks like I've already previously showed it and added it all up. But if you're curious as to the breakdown of how, because there's actually 3 different cuts of diamond here. There are actually tapered baguettes, princess cuts, and rounds. So I've got the individual carat weight on each if you're curious. It's 21 points in the baguettes, because that would be basically right on the outer corners there. See the corners? 4 corners. So 21 points in the baguettes. The princess cuts are going to give you the most carat weight. It's 101 in the princess cuts and 58 points on the rounds. You add it all up, 180. Perfect. So it's a lot of diamond weight. It's a huge value. It's going to stay in the white gold, and all we need to know is your ring size. And then that top of the hour, make sure you're registered, by the way. That's one thing I do want to add. We have new shoppers by the dozens. Every single show, every single broadcast. Remember, this is our final broadcast of the weeknights of the week here. It's only Wednesday, Thursday, Friday evenings, and then we transition to a morning show on the weekends for you. So we're here in the daytime hours on Saturday and Sunday. So again, just go ahead and get registered, and then you'll be ready to go. Tony, you don't need to put them all up there. Thank you. I don't think that's necessary. I just wanted to let everyone know at home how it breaks down. Mostly, just think of it, majority is princess cuts. 101 of that 180 princess cuts, and that's a very high-end cut of diamond. We don't actually see much in accents at all, really, not very often. So enjoying that. And then also the big princess cuts on the side here too, and then a round brilliance, and again, round brilliance are 58, and the tapered baguettes are just the 4 in the corners, and that's going to be 21. But let's make this even better than where it used to be. And I know it came down even during a sale event. I know. Oh, we missed this. No, we don't. Because I'm giving you a better price straight away without the sale banner, without the 10%. Take a look at it on my hand here. That's where it is. And it just completely fills up the finger, does it not? That's a nice big mounting. Look at the way it's, you know what it reminds me of? And I've been lucky enough to be around some, and it's still some of the greatest memories I have in the jewelry world at large, was when I've been around purple diamonds. Actual, genuine purple diamonds. They are this color. And the reason this reminds me of a purple diamond outside of the color that's spot on is the fact that it's got that shimmering quality. And we're getting this out of a tourmaline that's copper bearing. And we used to have it at $12,999 even during the recent sale event. That would have been $13,000 minus $1,300. Okay, but you're still going to be up there over 10 grand. What if I can make this significantly less tonight and we just send it on out of here? That's what I'm thinking. And that's exactly how we're going to play this. And there's only one, so it's for the ultimate collector, because this is very different from those little bit more, usually they have a little bit more, how should we describe it, like a cranberry color. There's a little bit of pink and red involved in most of the purples we see previously. This is going to be so much better than $10,000 or $99.99. You've got a big value coming. So come on in early, and it's one to really, truly consider. And consider seriously, because I think it's going to be one of the, when all is said and done here, this will be one of the best values we've had in all the purple Paraíba world. And keeping in mind a couple of things about this color of stone and about this variety of stone are the sheer facts that this is mined out. So there's you know, kind of a little status number one here. It's mined out completely. And even rare stones, well, rare stones, all kinds of rare stones, but usually they're still producing. There's still a production somewhere in the world of even rare stones. Demontoid, sure. There's still production going on. So to find something that only was discovered, now here's the real kicker, it was only discovered in 1989. 1989. So we're talking about not all that long ago in gem terms, considering most gems have been around, well, zircons, look at those. They've been around for over 4 billion. That's the date. That's how long they've been in the earth. And you think about what was discovered for millions of years ago, hundreds of years ago, all these amazing gems that have this great heritage. This one's managed to get that great heritage because of its rarity in a short amount of time, but still very, very exclusive and really hard to find. So we bring it to you with pride. We bring it to you with value that really should not be happening. And we're going to bring it down below even 9 or 8. Remember where it was? That was its most recent sale price, by the way. Certainly could be a lot more than that, but you know what? It's not going to be 8,000, 7,000, or 6. Well, not even $59.99. It is better than that tonight. This is for one color, obviously. There's nothing else even in this color. So smaller or larger, no other options in this particular color of Paraíba. And it is that lavender, but not too light. It really does look like a really, really good purple diamond. And it's not going to be $59.99 either. So an even better value coming your way. And we'll blow it out right now for $5,499 only. That will be it. $54.99 and one color on that one. So a beauty there. And then we have a major diaspora as well. The pearl necklace with the multicolors, and that's the multicolor gold and the multicolored pearls. That'll be coming up. And the 4 carat, there's a 4 carat blue sapphire. So stunning here. Oh, there's your first look at it. You know what it reminds me of? It looks like a cashmere blue. It does look like a cashmere, and I guess it's Ceylon, but that really has the look there of that old world mine material from the cashmere mine 100 years ago. Look at this. That's a mighty fine Alexandrite. We're going to bring in over 1 carat, have some tanzanite earrings for you, and then we also have, well, here's what's interesting. I've got a 2 carat 84 traditional. Oh, let me show you. Never mind. Let's show you the 316. The 254 is priced too much. I'm going to show you a 3 carat 16. This is the more typical traditional color of the purples, which is gorgeous too. Don't get me wrong, you could get both and I think be very happy that you've collected them all. But that's the color of a stone. We're going to have that coming up. So if you want to be more in that more traditional color, that one's still on the way tonight, a little bit later. And then we have men's moonstone. We have a new tanzanite. I want to get to our little Sorari deal here because, well, we're going to blow out some pieces that we got back. They've all been presented on the air before. And then we asked if we could possibly anyway, we kind of begged and pleaded to get any more that they were willing to give us. And we've got these 3. So I thought to make this really quick, because they're all so different, I'm going to put them up on a wheel together. We're going to give you a choice of, and we're going to do something really, really wild here. Now, 2 of them are going to have a bigger, unique shape, like the pear shape and the marquise cut that we see there. So just a matter of all different colors of diamonds here, but still with the accents of whites. And then you've got here a band style. This is going to be fun. And I know this is going to be popular because it's the way you get the 5 stone. 5 stones are usually what we see in white diamonds. We've got the 5 stones in the multicolors here, but all within, it's basically like a graduated style, really. The intention here was to go from lighter to darker and kind of go out to the sides a bit and really utilize the greens. That's really a band that's going to have mostly greens there. And we're going to blow them all out. They're the same price. That's the beauty of putting them up together, as we get to discount them all the way down for you to make them a lot better value. They stay as is, which would be the yellow gold or the two-tone. Two-tones on the right, yellow gold center and left side. And they're all one only. So they stay as they are. We're going to size them for you. And then we give you the big time value you've been waiting for. It happens now. Come on in. And we already saw that big 333 go. So we understand that the Sorari pieces are very popular. We don't see them stick around. Obviously, you are well versed on that particular designer. Maybe you've shopped the actual stores, the retailers. Maybe you've seen them when you've been on cruise ships on vacation. Maybe you've seen them on other TV networks just within days. I mean, it really is just an important line of, in this case, they do a lot of different jewelry. We've opted to take advantage of some of their more fancier color pieces to really be on that same level of what we do ordinarily with our jewelry. But you've got an incredible value coming your way. And all we need to do right now, send them out at one great price. Call in early. Again, one onlys, unfortunately. We got them back. They've been here before and they sold. And then we asked what we would take anything. I mean, we asked for anything back, and this is what we were able to get. And so watch this, because I do have on good authority that these are over $13,000 in retail. So it gives you kind of an idea. If you were just to buy them out and about and pay the tax and pay your own sizing, because they don't do the sizing for you. So you'd have to be on your own there and take them to an independent shop and pay who knows what. Kind of depends on how much sizing you need, up or down, and where you live and all that good stuff. But here's the deal. I'm going to give you all the sizing for free. The shipping's also free. As always, that's an everyday thing that we dedicate luxury to. We want to make sure that you get all the luxury you can. And that includes doing things for free, not charging you extra. The price on the screen is the price you pay, all that good stuff we love. And yet what we're going to do is better than $13,000. It's not even $1,300. So I just took the tax, that's the city sales tax for where I live, and basically said, here they are at the tax price, because that makes it a lot better, doesn't it? Pay the tax and nothing of retail, nothing what you're supposed to pay. And instead, we're going even lower than that. So all you need to do is dial, please do. It's obviously they're not going to last. We know that about this line. They never do. This is a crazy good value, even if you're just talking about a gold band right now. Obviously, gold bands pretty much structured $2,000 for a band of gold, no matter what's on top. Just that's the starter. That's like the structured start price. So when we're at $1,300 and you're getting diamond weights that differ, I'm going to walk you through those diamond weights. But obviously, you're probably thinking about a piece based on the design and the look you're getting. And we're going to make them a lot more affordable right now than even $13 or $12.99. So this is your time to call in. We never see these stick around. So if there was ever a time to get on the phone lines early, it's right here and now. And we'll do better than 12. Blowout time is here. And here are your diamond weights, by the way. It's 41 points here. And the outside's going to be the white diamonds, all the colors on the inside, the band ring. Well, the band is significant. That's 79 points. They're about 16 points apiece because of the 5-stone style. And then over here in the pair, we break it down. We have 74 points in the fancy colors, 23 points in the white diamonds, all together 97 points in the diamonds. That's the biggest diamond weight up there. Second is the band. Third is the marquise because it's really that micro pave. And we're going to blow them all out for $1,199. That's it. And we've got just 5 minutes until that top of the hour comes out to play. The most amazing top of the hour. Affordability we have not been seeing in fine jewelry anywhere, here or anywhere else. And we're going to have that coming up. Giftable moment, treat yourself moment, a let's shop, it's the weekend moment, and also a February birthstone moment as well. So a lot of great reasons to shop it, but also great gifting for one and all, like any age, any style, like truly anybody who wears jewelry would love this great top of the hour that we have coming up in a matter of about 4.5 minutes. So stay with us for that and get registered if you're not already. So you're ready to go. Excuse me for the pause. There will be a few little extra tiny water breaks today because my allergies are out of control. So bear with us. The voice is scratchy and all that. So a couple extra water breaks if you'll bear with me during the show on that because, you know, waiting for the commercial break is going to be a long wait. So here we are at $11.99. That's it. Okay, let's do it. We got the tanzanite earrings coming up too. Big trillion cuts. Got some really significant diaspora, which the diaspora looks real good. This is almost 10 carats. And I say I'm showing it with the diamond colors because I think there's so much about the diasporas that kind of feels like a multitude of different colors of diamonds all in one stone. And then it does have the yellow diamonds beside it. So that's going to be coming up as well. Here's our new moonstone. This one's in a lot of gold. I'm not sure why they opted to use so much gold, but it's a really good stone. It's a really gorgeous stone. So we'll have that on the way. New tanzanite. Got a really good tanzanite. I have not seen this mounting in so long. When I glanced at it earlier this afternoon, I thought it was new. We used to have this mounting a million years ago. We're going to bring it back. The designer cable link inspiring of the split shank. We're going to see that coming up in a little bit. So stay with us. Just a little preview of some of the great ideas you will see here tonight as our Friday continues. Okay, there are Ferrari pieces. Are we leaving them here? Are we all done with Ferrari? Because you guys have to let me know. Do you need more Ferrari or not? Because I tell you, we've been working really hard behind the scenes to try and bring more. But if we're all good and we all have one and we're all good to go, we can, because it's been a challenge. And I will tell you this right now, if we kind of go based on what we see and feel from you guys, we don't usually work with outside designers, as you well know. We don't typically do that. Most designers that come to us, we have to refuse, and as politely as we can. But how do you tell somebody their quality is not good enough? I mean, really, it's kind of like what I can imagine, like an admissions officer at a university. And how do they reject people? I don't know. It'd be a tough business to be in. But it's one of those ideas where most designers, and trust me, it's not that we're not approached. We are approached by every major and not major designer out there because everyone wants their jewelry here on this show. But I got to tell you, we will not work with most. And that is because we do not. And some people agree with this and some won't. I'm all for diversity and variety, and I want to bring a lot of different things. But ultimately, we do have to maintain a certain quality level. And it's really, when you've got the top quality, it's tough to just say, oh, let's start bringing in anything and everything. We'll take another look at our Ferrari trio here. Come on over. And I'm ready to try them on. If you want to see any of them on the hand, I'll be happy to do that for you. But if you love them as they are, it's quite the value there at $11.99. So do you have a favorite, Joanne, before we go? because we got the top of the hour coming up very quickly. Want to make sure we help y'all here and got that big top of the hour on the way. And then $11.99. Remember, diamond weights are as follows. This is the 41 points. Yeah. Okay, so this is 41 points, and I'll try it on, and that's going to be 41 points, and that's in all yellow. And then I'll go ahead and put the one next to it here so you can see them together on the hand. There's our pear shape. I'm calling it pear shape. There's not a pear shape in it. It's all round brilliance, but that's our pear shape overall, and that's our marquise overall. This one's got 41 points in the multicolor with a white diamond border of pave. This one's going to keep all the fancy colors on the inside in that pear shape, and then the white diamonds are on the outside on the sides of the band. So this one's 41 points. That one's going to be way more. That one's going to get you 97 points in diamonds here because they're a lot bigger. This isn't just that micro pave. These are bigger individual stones that you have, and then the bigger white diamonds on the sides as well. This one's two-tone, and this one's all yellow gold. So I also want to point that out because that might be a big factor in how you make your decision here. So two-tone gold and all yellow. Let me know which one you prefer, and we'll go back to the wheel, okay? So our last chance, last call, and then the 5-stone band's actually going to give you the most significant individual stones, of course, with the 5-stone. That's going to be your 16 pointers apiece, totaling 79 points. Oh, good. Oh, hey, Renee. That's so nice. Hi, Renee. Glad you're with us tonight. Sounds like a fun few fabulous days. Oh, that's great. Oh, was it Renee's birthday yesterday? Oh, that's amazing. Let's see. She got 3 birthdays. Oh, granddaughter turning 21. Hers is the 22nd. That is really cool. And then the son's the 23rd. Wow. Renee, you got the whole family got the January memo. I like that. Wowza, that's great. 21st, 22nd, 23rd, all birthdays. That's great. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, happy birthday belated to you, Renee, and then happy birthday to your son today, and give my best to your granddaughter. That's pretty awesome. I love that. 3 birthdays in a row. How fun is that? Hey, guys, is this Rosal? Am I saying that properly, Andy, do you think? Am I reading it right? Rosal? Okay, so we've got 2 incredible requests here. It's the top of the hour as well. So let me show you what we've got. Okay, these 3 are here. All 3 if you want them. Let's move on. Top of the hour is coming. And what we're going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and show you a couple things real quick before we get to our top of the hour. Welcome in, everybody. Happy you're with us tonight. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm Lauren Blair. This is TVON. Glad you're with us on a Friday night. And a special, special happy weekend to you. We've got some previews coming up of what's happening this weekend as well. Some very special pieces are coming up this weekend starting tomorrow morning. And we will be letting you know and previewing those. But also we have a great request coming up in something that might look familiar to you. And then we have a great top of the hour as well. That's going to be our most affordable piece of jewelry in the inventory. And when everything's going on the rise and I'm trying to fight back and make sure pieces stay low for you, it's really, really rare to see the great giftable moment that we have coming up at the top of the hour. But real quick, let me just touch on these requests really fast just in case they're in a hurry and they got to get going because you never know. So let me just show this really quickly here. This is our diamond ring. We haven't seen this since the day it was here for the one and only time. So a bit of a nice surprise here for us to have something this special. Now, it's also 1129558. It is our 5-stone style, but it's the biggest version we've ever done. And so we'll make this really quick and easy for you. It's 9558, and it's going to be the 3.5 carat. This is the one you know of as the 70 points each. Still to this day, and likely going forward, there will not be a band that has any bigger stone, because that would be almost impossible to do, is put together larger size diamonds in a 5-stone band. It would be one thing if you're willing to go to 4 stones, but there's something about the 3-stone and the 5-stone. I talk about this all the time. We do it in home decor, we do it in design, we do it in fashion, we do it in layering. We usually go with the odd numbers. It just balances the piece. So really iconic to see the 5-stone band. Now 70 points. Let's really take a moment and take all that in. There was one, I can't remember now if it was a Saturday or Sunday. I think it was a Saturday. There was one Saturday morning this was here. I didn't get any time to promote it. I never told anybody it was coming up. I couldn't tell you about it, couldn't give you advance notice. And it was one morning and it was gone. Gone, gone, gone. Done and gone. And that's the kind of popularity it had. I think, was that also the morning that we weren't even broadcasting? We still sold them out? Either way, it was one of those crazy moments that really is just showing you when there's a value to be had, it will be recognized and it will be taken full advantage of. And that's what this is. It is the largest band. Now I have a necklace to match as well. So if you're looking for the bezel sets, and I think of all of you that got the ring and are already loving it and wearing it hopefully every day, and I know about all the great feedback I've received on it over the last several months since you've been getting yours and wearing it and loving it. And some of you, I know, one of you, I'll keep her name anonymous, but she actually messaged me because she had her longtime jewelry appraiser appraise the ring. And the appraiser, first of all, was blown away because she said, you've never had anything this high-end in your collection, which was, you know, she's got a really good collection, but the diamonds being so monstrous in size. And she said, I can't believe they're even VS stones. And sure enough, her appraiser verified that. She's looking at them under a microscope, got the appraisal done. The ring was appraised at over $180,000. Now, that's one of the shoppers that bought this ring a month ago or so, maybe 2. This is really an important time to get it. And the 5-stone band, again, we've done the 1 carats. We've even done a 2-carat version, but this is 3.5. So it's a huge jump up in your carat weight overall, but also your individual carat weight, and that's so important. So I'll try it on for you, and the band, and then we're going to follow that with the necklace as well, so you can get a look at the whole set together. But here's the band, and I do say that if you wear smaller than a size 5, it just may be a little too wide the way the diamonds sit. This one is a size 5, and I'm going to show it to you now. So you can see they have to be set up a little higher, but do you see how I can still put my fingers together? I'm not sitting here like this. I'm putting my fingers together. You see the great baskets that are on the sides, and you get this fabulous side-to-side look. And of course, if you have a size 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, they're still going to go all the way around your finger. Actually, this one's a tad bit big. This might be a 6. So here's what we're going to do for you right now. This is that amazing, amazing value. It's supposed to be $11,999 now. My, how times have changed. We're going to go ahead and give you a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. There's nothing else like it. Remember, each stone, round brilliant, they're the same size. They don't graduate. It's 70 points each. And here's the price tag. And there's only one. So bye-bye. I'll change the gold for you. So if you'd really just say, oh, it'd be perfect if it was yellow gold, fine, I'll do it. If you're really wanting rose gold, fine, I'll do it. But this is the one, and guess what? There's 3 people on the phone lines already, because how many of you waited and wanted to know, is there a wait list? I didn't know this was back. This was requested, and I had no idea. Listen, this is not something they want me to show on the air, because obviously we know we're going to disappoint people. We're going to disappoint people. There's only one. I don't have 10. I don't have 20. I don't have 30. That's the problem. And we know what we needed last time. Last time I had more and we didn't have enough to go around for everybody. That's how popular this was. And I'll put our diamond values against anybody. But get this, I'll put our diamond values against anybody who's selling lab grown. And that's a fact. I'm willing to say that our diamond values, especially if you're looking in gold, our diamond values are better than what you're spending out there right now for lab grown. Lab growns have gone up too. And most lab growns are not set in gold because the metal price is so pricey on its own. So most lab growns are set in plated metals or sterling silvers or mystery metals or something that you're probably not willing to wear. And this is in gold of your choice of gold color, and we'll take a look at it. It's not going to be $11,999. It's going to go, and in a hurry. So here's how we do it. Under 10, I mark my words, nowhere else are you getting something like this for the price tag. I don't even know where you're going to find anything quite like this because the diamonds are so colossal, and we'll follow this up with that very affordable top of the hour. This is also shared prong set with the prongs actually set within a little bit more. So you see that, how they're set in between the diamonds, not on the very outer corners. So again, the diamonds are really the star. They are showcased at their best ability, and it's not going to be 10 or 9 or 8 or 7. Okay, $6,000? What about 5? I'll tell you why that's remarkable. If I do $49.99, that's under $1,000 a stone, and 70 pointers don't go there, especially when there's about $2,000 of gold at the core. I'm not even doing $49.99. It's yours for $47.77. There is only one. We have the necklace to match it. The necklace has a little bit of this smile design where it can be straight, but when you put it on, it's going to be curved. So this is all independently, and it's not going to sit very well on its own here. So let me just go ahead and show that real quick, and then we're going to show you how this works. The diamond necklace is all bezel set, And then it's going to have this great way it curves to fit around the neckline. So we've got that one for $47.77. It's our last of its kind. And then here's the necklace. Man, these stones are good. These stones, see how they're all independently, I don't want to use the word hinged, but they're all set side by side. I don't know why it keeps flipping on me here because it has there's the back, there's the front. Take a look. These are gorgeous. The way those bezels are connected, but then they lift. And when you have this on, it's going to perfectly curve to fit your neckline. And you have adjustability. So if you want to wear it at 16, 17, or 18, those are the choices you do have, all built into that one necklace. It's item number 1129,589. And it's bezel set diamonds, the big ones here. They're slightly graduated. They might be a slightly different size, but they are 2 carats. So we're looking at, on average, 40 pointers or so. On the average there, again, they might be, it looks like they're just slightly different. I don't have an exact carat weight on each one, but maybe slightly graduated there. So 5 stones, once again, there's that odd number, and that's done for a reason. And then here you are with those white, bright diamonds set on the side with that O-ring. Adjustability also available in white, yellow, or rose. So your option there. And we'll go ahead and blow it out for you. It's $27.77. So the 5-stone style gets a little more affordable when you go to those 40 pointers in the solid gold that we love so much. So that's going to be for our requester. Thank you, Rizal, for the request. I certainly hope I'm saying your name right. And then here we go with our fabulous top of the hour. Our top of the hour is going to be a pendant that is really just a gift. And that's a gift from us to you. And I'm really sincerely meaning we wanted to put together something for kind of like a little reminiscing of a bygone era of jewelry, and wanted to give you a little nod to what we were doing 10 years ago when this network started. And it's been all about right now, I don't know if anyone's on social media out there, but when it's really all about, if you see a lot of references to 2016, there's this trend going around where everybody's, posting what they were doing and pictures and photographs and updates of what life looked like in 2016, 10 years ago. Well, we decided to have a little bit of a little fun with that in our own moment here. And that's also when I started here. So it's something of a bit of nostalgic, and something that I think more than ever we might all be kind of shopping out there, reminiscing and pining away for a bygone era of pricing. And this is where we're going to do something to really just bring that pricing and that value to a level we can't do. And I mean, literally. This is just a gift on a Friday night where we say thank you so much. We know a lot of you are in tonight, hopefully bracing for some severe weather. I know our kind of seems like our main bit of customer base is really from New Mexico all the way up the East Coast through the South. And I got to tell you, it seems like that's where the storm is coming. So for those that are just kind of hunkering down and deciding, hopefully you're prepared and staying in and take all the precautions and be safe and really just heed all the warnings. But what we're going to do is just spend this time together, and we have a whole weekend of jewelry plan to maybe brighten it a little bit, brighten the dreary weather in the days, and bring you a really big value that we haven't seen here in about 10 years. And I mean that. Somebody just asked me the other day, it happens all the time, hey, do you have that little itty bitty from 10 years ago? Or hey, do you have those little studs you used to bring back in 2016 when you started? And the answer is simply, we don't. But if we made them again today, those same pieces that would have been, I don't know, 250 bucks or $299 back 10 years ago, today would be about $1,500. And that's no exaggeration. So I put together a little something that's just a nice little way to celebrate the weekend. It's Friday night, give you a really big opportunity on an amethyst. So that's really the thinking behind this, not to mention timing, I don't think could be any better, because this time of year, of course, end of January is here. So we're also thinking about February, and the birthstone for the month of February is indeed amethyst, and we've only got top quality. So that might be a little different than what you've been exposed to in the past. And also we think about, well, Valentine's Day. It's only about 3 weeks, well, it's 3 weeks from tomorrow. So that'll be here before you know it. And then you think about, well, after that, a little further, springtime. Spring will be here eventually. And then you've got Easter Sunday. And I don't know about you, but I do Easter gifts for my circle. I just love to celebrate the holiday. I love to do something really important in jewelry for Mom's Day. And Mom's Day will be here before you know it. And obviously there is no reason, there does not need to be a specific occasion when a piece is priced this way, and priced well, but also a classic style, because anybody who wears jewelry could wear this pendant, and that's the beauty of it. So we're featuring an amethyst here. It's a minimum of carat 20, and we're going to come back and let's go back to a different era, shall we? Let's go back to a shopping era of 2016, which is when I kicked off my TVON career. It was 2016. So now here we are 10 years later and ready to say, okay, we're going to bring something that looks a lot like not even what happened frequently, but what would be a magical moment even back then 10 years ago, when that would be an impossibility. Let me tell you, if you're shopping for Christmas of 2026, this might be a good idea. If you're shopping for an anniversary that's coming up in October of this year, this might be a good idea, because it's our 8996 item number. Come on in. Jason, were you picking up anything or just a request? Okay, we're working on requests still, and don't forget that band is still here. That 3.5 carat band and the diamond necklace are still here. So again, bezel set and the 5-stone largest band we do. Now here we go with our amethyst. It's Brazilian, best of the best of the best, deep saturated color, because most amethyst really is light. This one's a carat 20 minimum. That is a minimum. Please don't sue me if you get a carat and a half or a carat 62. You might get larger. That's okay. Then you've got a diamond accent up top as well. It's in yellow. Oh, this one's in yellow gold only. So apparently just yellow gold on this one. Here's what we'll do. 120, that is the classic combination. I will say I've been selling a lot of amethyst for a lot of years, and overwhelmingly it is sold in yellow gold, if not sterling, which obviously we don't do sterling. So that's where, yeah, we're going to go with the yellow gold, and we know how popular yellow gold is right now. When gold goes high, yellow gold tends to be even more popular, even with people that don't normally choose it, because it looks like gold. So you've got here a length measurement. It's going to be over, what are we at? A little over ½ an inch, about 5/8 there of an inch top to bottom. I'll put it on as well. And again, this is a little gift from us to you. An important night is here. An important weekend is about to kick off. And this is a really stunning, I'm putting it against a pretty true, honest to goodness lavender purple. And I don't know how it looks on your screen, but it's a real true purple. And yet you see that color and how that stands out even on a similar backdrop. It is a crazy good stone. And yellow gold, get as many as you want. And I'm going to encourage you to get more than one, because when a value this good comes around, let me tell you about the world of jewelry right now, because I know some of you know about it. And everywhere you look right now, what is it? Fake and faux, man-made stones. You're seeing every time I turn on the TV now, I've been trying to kind of keep up with what's going on, because I want to know what everyone's doing. And yet every time I turn on the TV, there's some weird name I've never seen before. And usually there's another weird name. And the one weird name is a stone that's made up because it's a man-made stone, and they got some funky name to try and make it look or sound like a gemstone, but it's not. And then you got some weird name for some kind of metal or some kind of new alloy or plating that's going on to take the place of gold. Because even the places that used to worship fine jewelry don't do it anymore. And everybody's turning towards the lab-grown and the man-made, and that is fine. That is totally fine. I just think, like, if you couldn't buy a pendant in the real thing for under $2,000, I say go lab grown. But when I'm giving a gift away like we're doing, and we've got an opportunity for like a little stock up and save kind of gift moment, you can have them for any occasion. This is a wearable design. Everybody's got a chain, puts this on the chain. I've even advocated putting these, threading them on hoops as a little hoop earring charm. Obviously your hoop would have to be on the thinner side, not my big bulky ones I'm wearing today, but thinner like hoop charms. You could stack them on chains as well. Maybe you want to wear it with other pendants. I mean, I love that look of kind of playing like a charm style, where you add multiple pieces on one chain together. Do what you wish. It's fabulous. It's going to be affordable. It's going to be remarkably affordable. It's also going to be better than that $9.99 price that, oh, in recent days, I've had this style for. We're going to do better than that tonight. Everybody, come on in. We're going to do a little roll call, see who's with us tonight, see who's ready to celebrate 10-year ago or better than 10-year ago price tag. That's what we're doing right now. It will not be $9.99. Your yellow gold, and get as many as you like. Think about all the bridesmaids for that wedding coming up. Think about all the daughters or granddaughters. Think about all the birthdays, the February. Maybe go open that calendar and see who's got a birthday coming up in February. All those female jewelry lovers out there would love to have something like this as the best of their birthstone. But it's also, here's the kicker. It's not $9.99. I know. Everyone's going, what? That's what the script says. I'm blowing it out the water. I know this is my little special treat for everybody as our little nod to a 10-year ago price tag. This is a nod to, like, let's do what most of you weren't even watching 10 years ago. You probably discovered us since then. Maybe you've been with us since 2020. That's when a lot of new shoppers joined us. Maybe you've been with us for the last couple of years. Maybe you've only been watching a few minutes. This is a value. I literally, hear me out, I can't do the value today in a normal circumstance. And that is because the gold alone is going to end up costing you more than where I'm taking the whole pendant. And that is because you're not spending $9.99. half of that would be $499. That's, for the record, the most affordable piece I've brought in months and months and months and months has been $499. That's right now about as affordable as I can make anything. Anything is $499. You know, because you watch the show. A little tiny stud, a little pendant, it's $499. That's best case scenario right now. Because why? We deal in gold and platinum, and this is gold, which for the record is much higher end than platinum ever will be. And there was a time when it worked the other way. Now gold, far, far above. There's just nothing better than gold, and nothing more prestige, and nothing more pricey, and nothing more valuable. And we're going to blow out this really gorgeous piece. You can get as many as you want. It's simple. It's classic. It doesn't matter your age or where you live or what style you personally have. Everybody can wear something like this, and I don't think you're loving $499, and I know that because that's the kind of the new reality. And you're telling us, no, let's go back. Let's go back. Do you want us to lose money? The answer is yes. I already know that. And I'm going to do that. I pretty much don't sell anything unless I'm losing money on it. So let's do that right now. Let's go backwards. Let's make it a good old-fashioned Friday night loss leader. Top of the hour, just a little bit delayed because we had a couple requests and that was good. We want to keep those coming. But let's make this better than $499. Again, solid gold, natural gem, and a diamond to boot. You're not seeing this anywhere. I'm going to blow it out right now. $390. You know what? Skip that. We got to get some phone lines rocking here. I know you're here. I know you're ready. I know you're just waiting for me to do something absolutely obscene. It's happening now. So all you need to do at this point, dial in. That's all you need to do. Because again, when there's a limited quantity, and there aren't as nearly as many as I hope to have. I mean, I'll take more than one of anything. Usually we got one. But there aren't as many as I'd like to have, especially when you know that with a value like what's up and coming, there's going to be a lot of folks taking 3 and 4, 5 and 6, maybe a jewelry store owner who's going to stock up and get 10. That's going to really cut into our quantity here and limit how many folks can get in on this deal. And it's not going to be $399 or $299. This is unheard of, and it is 2026. You are not watching a tape. You are not, no, the snowstorm didn't hit Los Angeles and I couldn't make it in because there were 3 feet of snow on the freeways and I couldn't get here and we're running a tape. This is live. It is January 23rd, 2026, 12326. And here we are looking at an incredible value that you cannot find. I cannot do this price going forward. I hate to say that. And if you want to go default and watch someone else and go buy $9.99 costume jewelry, that is your prerogative. That is totally fine. And I'm not knocking it. But I will tell you right now, if you can get fine jewelry and save a bunch of money to do it, let's do that. Let's get something that you will love forever, that you can give proudly as a gift, that is not a little throwaway trinket. That's nice, but no, it's a diamond. It's a VS diamond. It's a gorgeous, genuine amethyst, and it's solid gold. And it's not $299 or $250 or $249. I don't have anything in our entire TVON inventory. I host this show. I know the inventory. I look at it every single day. And quite frankly, know it a little too well. And guess what? There's nothing here for $250. Nothing. Nothing. I don't have sterling. I don't have a fake new plated metal. I don't have any faux gemstones or lab-grown diamonds or CZs or I don't have any of that. I only have the real deal. So this is an impossible price tag, but it's really happening right now. And it's not $249. Even better value. All you can do is just give us a call. And if you've never, ever shopped before, here or with fine jewelry, or you really want to just see what it's all about, this is the way to do it. And you will be hooked. And when we can bring you values like this, it is time. It is a wonderful, think 10 years ago. I could barely do this 10 years ago. We're going to make it better than $249 or what do you want to do? Should we make it like $222 or something like that for the February month? You know, it's coming up and it's amethyst is the birthstone, so maybe that'd be fun. Little nod to the month of February. Let's make it even better than that. It's not going to be even $222. Get as many as you want. Here's how we do it. I'm going to blow it out for $199, and I'm not going to get too used to saying that price because I don't have anything that's priced like that. And here it is at you remember back in the day, I used to do a little itty bitty design and it was this price. This is so much more than that. And yet it's $199 for an amethyst. All right, so we're going to give that 60 seconds and move on. And just a nice little special treat for us here on a Friday night to let you know that we can still, I'm just blowing jewelry out to make it affordable for you. Hey, Linda Kay, nice to have you with us. She's way up north. She says it's even cold and foggy in California where she's at. I know. It is that time of year though, right? Yeah, it's January. It's usually, yeah. It's even cold here. We got down to like, I don't know, 62 degrees today. It's freezing. I know, I'm saying everyone hates me across the whole country now. They're like, oh my gosh, really? And the sad, I really feel for you guys because, listen, I spent some time in cold weather, but not a lot of it. And I was embarrassed to say, I was in my house last night. And, you know, I get home at whatever, I don't know, these days, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, somewhere in that range, just depending on how nice the freeways want to be. And because I get traffic both ways now, going in and going home. And I got to tell you, it was like 70 degrees yesterday, and the house was just freezing. I couldn't even take it. I had to turn the heater on. I was like, I don't know how these people who are negative 40 are doing it. I don't know, but that's why I keep saying, heed the warnings, follow your local advice, stay in. I hope your power stays on. Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Size measurement again. Let's do it. And then we'll hold it up to the neck again, okay? Because remember we were doing that against purple on purple, so that's maybe not the best look, but let me get out the fancy color swatches. Tony, do you have the light box shot that we pre-recorded weeks ago that's all edit? No, we don't have any of that. We don't have any of that, so you're going to have to just look at it on the neckline here live. This is our 5/8 of an inch. I know, right? We don't doctor the photos. We don't doctor the, well, the photos, I can't speak for that. I don't do that. Online, yeah, they get doctored. But online, on TV here, we're live. So I don't have any pre-produced shots here. This is all live. That's my hand. That's my ruler. I'm just, you know, showing it against my dress I'm wearing tonight, which again, purple on purple, probably not the best way to go about it, but you see there against a skin tone, how deep and dark. Although I think that makes the point very, very, I think really importantly, is that this is a true purple color, and yet this is so much darker than that because it really speaks to the quality of this amethyst. It really does. I mean, you can see this is not, we're not into like bringing the regular routine basic material at all. We want that really high end. We want red flashes, yes, in our amethyst. We want bright blues coming through in, yes, our amethyst. And for those of you getting more than one, I mean, that's really smart shopping, giftable moments, things like that. That's an incredible idea. And just really, really important, $199, let me know if you'd like one. We have this incredible pearl piece, and I'm wondering, I don't really have any good way to display this, so I'll probably just have to show it against my hand, but all right, bring in the supermodels. We need one of those. Put it on, do it, all right? Well, not if we're losing money on every amethyst pendant I sell. Yeah, we're not exactly going to have these fancy post-production shots, but I'll tell you right now, that's a value, and you know it, and it's $199. Who got yours, Jason? Who's shopping with us? Oh, really? Where's she? Is she in cold California? Yeah. She was saying, I saw her say something the other day on social. She goes, it's really cold here tonight. I'm going, Tracy. Because she only lives about 60 miles away from me, and I'm like, it's 65 degrees. I know. But well, see, I'm that wimp too. I'm a wimp. I admit it. We're wimps. We're Southern California kids. We're wimps. Tracy has no excuse, though. She comes from a different part of the country, though. She's not a wimp like I am. I'm a wimp. I think she's got roots somewhere else, much colder than here. I am a weather wimp. I totally am. I'm not a wimp in other parts of life, but in weather-wise, absolutely. I can't. My coldest weather I've been in, to my knowledge, because in my recollection, was 9 degrees, and it was in Atlanta. And I was at a basketball game. I went to the Hawks game, and it was 9 degrees. There was snow on the ground, and it was 9 degrees. I didn't think my car would start. I was sure it wouldn't, and it did, thankfully. So I had a way to get us home, and I will tell you right now, oh my goodness, I did not know how I was going to make it. But I did, and oh wow, I wasn't prepared. I was not prepared. There's of course the famous story of the road trip my mom and I went on when I was driving cross country, and we were in Arkansas in the middle of one of these polar vortex atmospheric river storms, and it was only truckers were allowed to be on the road, but I had a deadline and had to be back in California in literally 2 days, and so, you know, she's out there in her flip-flops with the Pringles cans scraping the windshield of the minivan that we rented. So yes, she wasn't equipped either, but we made it. And I have, yes, and I can say I survived the snowstorm when you're not supposed to drive in it. So don't do as I do. Definitely don't. Here's our pearl necklace. Take a look at this. As we've got a beautiful pearl selection here, I'm just going to try to show you everything all at once here because there are so many gorgeous pearls to look at. And it's in a collar, but it's flexible. So see that? You can twist it and turn it, and I could figure 8 it right now, and you could actually wear that as you want if if a bracelet works for you, and I might actually. So don't feel like you're gonna have to be too like delicate with it. It's really hardy, and that's because they're these kind of gold. It's really again like a gold memory wire, but it's all gold. It's all 3 different colors of gold, by the way, so lots of versatility. But this is why you could actually wear it as a bracelet too, because you have adjustability. So you can really fine tune it and wear it shorter, double it up if you want. But here's what I'm gonna do. I love it as a collar. It's 112-9570. We have 5, no, not 5. I'm looking at something else here. We have 2, 4, 6, 7. Just making sure I can show all of them to you there. And this is what we're gonna do. I've got 7 pearls that are of different colors here. 3 Goldens, 2 Tahitians, 2 South Sea white pearls. And we have a total of, oh my, these 7 stones, they're all 11 to 12 millimeters each, so there's just a little range. And they're natural, and it's tricolor. That means white, yellow, and rose. I think that's the only tricolor piece we have in the whole collection. And it's 18 karat gold. So this is giving you a little bit, when I say adjustability, just from here to here. So what that's going to do is 16 to 18. Just gives you, if you were to slide the bar all the way here, it's going to be 16. If you want to kind of midway point it, that'd be 17, 18, but you can obviously fine tune it between the 16 and the 18 inches in length, okay? So it kind of is like the pearl strand, but in the non-traditional way. And that's important as well. And here we are looking at something so stunning. That's, oh, okay. Did you spend any time in Nebraska, Tracy, or am I making that up? Or is that just a team you follow? Because I identify with sports teams. That's how I remember things. Yeah, because I know who you're a fan of, but I don't know. So, okay, I'm wrong. But anyway, yeah, that's wonderful. Oh, when's your birthday? Let me know. I wear an amethyst every day to honor a birthday. So, you know, I'm a big fan of wearing amethyst for the February birthdays. A big fan of that. So that's exciting. She's got a birthday coming up. That's nice. Great birthstone there. Anyway, so 3 Goldens, 2 white, 2 of the Tahitians. We'll show it from a distance here as well so you can see because they're big pearls. And I'm just going to show you at the 18-inch length here just so we can also see the pearls. And you see there's, again, that odd number. Why? So you can always find the center. So you know, just, you know, when you put it on, you can find, so they can be evenly placed and they're really going to go about, well, you see there, about 3/4 the way around the necklace itself. But think of the actual gold portion it does have, and I got to show it up close because there's some cutting I want you to see. There's like a diamond cut element here to the actual gold. So I do want you to see, it's like, hold on, let me move back. I gotta hold it here because it's weird having a big collar on a small display. So let me do this because I want to hold it still for you so you can see each section and how that cutting is done. So it looks almost like, well, diamond cut, almost like a rope texture, and then it's got those beads every so often. So there's your yellow gold, here's your white gold, and then of course there's your rose gold. So they'll alternate the colors, and then we'll go right back to the hand here, and you can see these are natural pearls. So it's not like you would see any of those characteristics when it's on the neckline, but when you're zoomed in up close on gigantic pearls, you see that's what you want. If they're too perfect, you know they're faux. They're plastic or they're just coated or they're like alabaster. This is that really important natural material, and you see the size from a distance away. So what we're gonna do is blow it out. It's as it is. I know you gotta have all 3 gold colors here, which is, I think, a really nice treat because that means it goes with everything and you're able to wear your necklace more often. But we're gonna leave it as is, give you those incredible dynamic large pearls, and it's just such a fun updated way to do pearls. And then certainly if you want to add an enhancer, you could if you've got one, but let's make this really interesting right now. Very first caller. And 7 pearls, amazing adjustability. Love the way you see that diamond cutting on the gold, which is going to be around and around. So there's no front, no back. You can put it on any way you choose, and it's always going to look great. But we're going to do this right now for under, well, guys, it's $49.99. That's a great value. It just is. 7 stones under, yeah, under $1,000 a piece. So that's $49, not 4, but 40, yeah. And I panicked. But here we go. Everyone's like, who said 199 is the lowest price? Look what that did. We're going to make it even better, though, and I will take it down. We're going to make it under $2,000. And actually, what I was thinking is, can we just make this even easier than $19.99 or $18.88 or I don't know, even $17.77 seems right. If you've got 7 pearls, we're seeing that 777 number or $17.70. I'll go even lower. We'll make it $16.99, and you'll just get the really updated. This is the updated way to do pearls. It gives you some of the really cool, like heavy metal look with that more, it is a collar style. It really is. It's definitely a collar kind of feel, but it's going to have that flexibility. So again, you see there how it's got a little bit of bounce. And this memory wire, if I were to, let's say you're intrigued by the idea of a bracelet and you want to put it on as such. So let me see if I can do it really quickly here. And then you want to use that adjustability to kind of cinch it in a little bit. I'm just, putting it on like that. Obviously knowing you'd want to utilize that adjustability, but it will always, then if I take it off, let's say you did that and doubled it up for a bracelet one day. And then if you take the piece off, and I want to do this carefully, and again, just make sure I'm not going to unclasp it here, but look at how that just completely finds its way again. Do you see how it just had a bounce back? It's like, what does that? Look at that, bounce back. So I just had it wrapped around double, and yet always finds its way. That's because there's that really important jewelry grade memory wire inside of all the gold that's going to allow it to kind of keep that curved structure so that at the end of the day, it's always a collar style necklace. $16.99 on that one. I love that for a birthday gift as well, maybe for June with all the pearls. Very nicely done. Okay, so let's show you the big diaspora, and then we've got, oh, wait a minute, I got tanzanites here. And before we go any further, these are the best. Deluxe trillion cuts. We've got this incredible design, and yeah, the halo, lots of diamonds. Most earrings are not going to bring you a ton of diamond weight. These do. And it only is well suited because you got the big stones there, and we're halfway through, actually more than halfway through the Friday night show. And I still have to remind you, we have a cross pendant tomorrow on the show. It is our diamond cross. I've never seen a value like it, and I've done big diamond crosses before. We had a gorgeous baguette version the other day. What did that have, a carat 10 in diamonds? I believe so. I'm going to bring you 2.5 carats in diamonds in 6 stones. I'm going to give you a little preview of it right now. This is happening tomorrow. I'm still working on the price. To be honest with you, I'd just bring it out tonight if I could, but I'm still working on the value. And 10 years, again, we're celebrating a decade here. We should have a big anniversary show. We should. Guys, this is tomorrow. I know, but give me a chance to work tonight on the price, because this is $245 minimum in diamonds among just 6 stones. We've never had anything like it. I had a ring once that had quarter carats. These are over 40 points apiece. So tomorrow, the ultimate cross pendant is here. Here's a little preview of the size, so you can start thinking about whether you want the white or the yellow gold, or rose. I could do rose gold too, but that is major, major. So that's going to be coming up tomorrow. Cross pendant. Oh, what a piece that is. Okay, so now we talk tanzanite earrings. It's 112-8387. Let me know on the pearl necklace, by the way. That one's got to go. Amethyst pendants are still here. If you want the $199, most affordable way to get jewelry tonight, still got a chance to get you one. But now we're talking about the large 1204 in matched trillions. And what do you think? Diamond halo, 92 points. Lots of incredible diamond weight here. And all we need to do right now, find its way out. And that's what we're going to do. There's only one pair, just one pair, big earrings, but they're the button style. Sit closer to the earlobe, not a drop. They're not going to be $17,999. First order of business, I got to try one on. They are good news, Omega backs. They kind of have to be. With this size, you cannot have a regular post, and I just want to show you that is the Omega. So I'll show you how that works here. When you actually are going to have the earring, you just pop this. It's a hinge style, so you just pop this down, and you have this nice open style with that straight post, and that's it. You pop it up. This is all a spring-loaded hinge, doesn't actually touch the post at all. So this is what we really, I know how many of you love the Omegas. I get a lot of people begging and pleading for more. It's not every earring that can be made with an Omega, but when you see one that is, what a wonderful way to have a wonderful setting. Costs a little more money to make, of course, but it's a necessity here. And they're supposed to be 18,000. I've got 5/8 of an inch top to bottom, and only one way to wear them, but I think if it's a trillion, that's pretty straightforward on how that would be worn anyways, and it's always going to look the same even if you were able to twist it around a bit. But look at these on, and just a really important style to get if you want. I was just going to straighten them out a little bit on me, but look at how beautiful those are when you've got such an impressive carat weight and size, and the dynamic way those trillions just look great, don't they? So let's make it even better than $17,999, and back to the wheel we'll go. So you can see it's got the post at the top of a point there, so that's why there may be a little drop depending on where your piercing is in your lobe. There might be just a little bit of that drop, and that is going to be, you know what, I think we need to do under $10,000. So easier price tag, great if you have a trillion, but really it goes with any and all of the lovely blue wings we've had, which of course we're in last call. I know they're not forever, that's for sure. The blue wing block Ds are something you need to take advantage of while they're here, especially in earrings. That's the rarest collection we have, and we're going to make them better. Better than $99 or $89 or $79.99. It's a huge blowout price. We've already taken $10,000 off at that $79.99 price, but the value is getting bigger and better. More savings, more, I'll just say it, it's for us a loss. And yet, it's just what it's going to take. It's going to take that to get them out the door. And I'll make it better than $69.99. You're looking at a value. And what we've got to do right now, send them on out. Easy as can be. One caller gets them. They're $6,499. And I'm not even going to talk diamonds. From a per carat standpoint, let's just think of the price per carat, the PPC, if you will. Price per carat is $64.99 divided by 1204. Think about where that's at when you've got two matched up. That's like $539 a carat. Nobody's doing that on the World of Tanzanite, even the really low quality basic light lavenders. So to be able to get that incredible saturation, all those red flashes as well, that's important, and we'll see who's got them. White gold, and then the Omega backing, and you're getting almost a carat in the diamonds, so an extremely high-end mounting and setting there. Okay, coming up, new moonstone on the way in a little bit. We've got one more Tanzanite, a new one today. Well, actually, the stone's not new, of course. The stone's from our collection. But what is new is the mounting we haven't seen. It's kind of like a return to a mounting we haven't seen in a long, long time because it's so designer. And it is so well known, and a lot of designers, well, there's a big designer who does this look in sterling silver. Ours is in gold. So we've done a huge upgrade here. Take a look at the same color in a Tanzanite oval must-have, go-to. Check this out, 113-0127. This is a mounting I have not seen in a very, very long time. And when we look at it, you can see why it was an icon for a really long time here. And we know this, first of all, it takes a really big oval. It's a 286, and then it's got the halo perfectly around it, but a lot of times it's just that. You see a stone, a halo, and then there's one skinny little band. Here's where we've upgraded it. You get the split shank style because it's really necessary, and this is what you call the shadow halo, where the diamonds are a little bit further away from the Tanzanite, so they're not sitting right up against the edge. And what that does is it gives you a bigger look. It really does. It's an illusion that happens no matter what, where you end up getting a look like it's bigger because there's just that little break between the diamonds. See how they're not right up next to it? That is really a good thing. So if you don't mind having a look of a 4.5 carat, that's what you're getting here. Plus you also have the 34 points in the diamonds there, so that's about 1/3 of a carat, a little more. And then your choice of gold color. Definitely get the white, the yellow, or the rose. And can I just suggest yellow gold on this one would look fabulous as well, because seeing that rope texturing that you see on the sides in yellow has a very important kind of rich, high level, very she designer. You know what I'm talking about. It's iconic. So I know if you follow jewelry, you know who I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, and you know they do a lot of sterling silver. And when they do gold, I can't touch it. I can't afford it. I don't know many people who can. When this designer does gold opulence, it gets really, really pricey really fast, as any gold jewelry does in designer worlds especially. So this gives you that look We have the 286. I'm going to go ahead and let's give this away. It's kind of, again, it's the new style, but when I say new, it's a return to a mounting we haven't seen since probably most of you started watching. If you've been watching a decade, first of all, thank you. Second of all, do you remember it like I do? It really is one of those, it's just stately, it looks elegant, it looks really classic. If you're never sure, because we've obviously, not anymore because we don't have any left, but we've certainly offered you a lovely selection of blue wings over the last 7+ years. Again, this mounting hasn't been seen, so it's kind of nice to see the mounting back after a long hiatus, but then add one of the blue wings that we have left, and there aren't many. So that's really nice, and I like the way they're paired up together because it gives a simplicity that, let's face it, we've gotten really, we tend to amp up our tanzanites. We know what we have. We know how important it is. We tend to give them very big mountings, large diamond weights. I like when we can bring you something that's really classic and feels very wearable. And I think that's really the key here, is this feels extremely wearable. So let me try it on, show you, see what you think. White, yellow, rose gold in your size. Look at the way it's finished. So there's a nice way that basket comes down to a point there where you can see the way that that's going to be nice and comfortable for you. And then the split shank, going to anchor that beautiful halo design, and the reds in this tanzanite. We just saw some mighty fine trillions, and it's tough to duplicate the flash and fire of a trillion. This oval is. Now it's on the hand, so you can see that perspective I'm talking about just really good size, but really wearable. It's only the best in the world. So even if you're spending more, and I have this debate with people all the time, they say, yes, but somebody out there, and they fill in the name, they've got tanzanite for $100,000 a carat. Somebody has it for $5,000 a carat. I saw somebody the other day for tanzanite with $3,600 a carat. So that must be better. No. TVON's got the best. It's our Blue Wing Block D exclusive collection. It is the best. And it's not going to be, I know, we've got it listed here at $59.99. Not bad. Not bad considering everything that's going on. Let's do something dramatically different. I'm going to find a way to get this one home. We will. We're going to make it happen for you. And it's a good size stone while still being wearable. It's not teeny, but the last thing I want is for you to have a tanzanite and never wear it. And that to me seems like just not the right fit. I want you to be able to wear it and enjoy it and relish in the beauty of it every day. Let other people. Don't you ever feel like you're a walking museum exhibit where you've got the best of the world? And so as people look at your jewelry and compliment it, you can feel proud to say, that's a tanzanite. And they're looking down going, that's not what mine looks like. This is the best out there. We've got our was price of $59.99. We'll make it a lot more interesting here. And I think, considering we only have an hour and 15 minutes, that's 75 minutes left in our Friday night together, let's put it on the auction block and see if that yields a little bit of extra activity. That's what I want to do, is really open it up to a wider audience than just the folks that have $6,000 to spend. This is really the way we can make some magic happen. Take a look at it. It's not going to be $59.99. Okay, we're ready. I think we're ready. We've got the phone calls coming in. We're ready to treat you to a really extra special savings here. It will not be $5,000 to open though. I'm going to go extra low. I know, there's folks out there, $3,600 a carat. The cheapest price I've seen on TV is $1,800 a carat. That was at one of those really big kind of, they probably had a quantity of like 20 or 25 of them because it was their big stone and it was their high-end line and it was their really good tanzanite that they called the best in the world. And I said, uh-oh, that's not good because, you know, some people know better, and that's not a good look to say something that's not true, and they know it because, you know, they know. But 1,800 carat is, even when you think about what that would be here, that's right about where we were at. I'll tell you, get the better stone if you can. If you're paying the same price, go better. If there are two options and they're the same price and one's a far better quality, go with the far better quality. But instead, now I'll leave no question to it. Let's get you the better quality at a better price, so no excuse. If I can beat everyone else's price, you have no excuse not to get the very best out there. And we're not doing $5,000, $4,000, $3,000. Now, I'm really loving 25, but wondering on a Friday night like this week has been, I'm not sure if that's going to get the activity I'm looking for, because we really want to embrace a lot of phone calls and get everybody the chance to own something very special. It's certainly here right now, and it's not going to be $2,500. Let's start at $2,000. When there's so much gold, obviously there's a lot more gold in this ring than most because that's not one single solitary band. You've got the split shank there. You've got those details, that twisted rope design. You've got a $2,000 open when that's, Under 1,000 a carat on the tanzanite, only the best in the world, and we're running low on it. So there's not a huge runway to get any more. I don't have any more coming in. Obviously, we've got what we've got. That's been the case since 2018. And no open at 2,000? Okay. $10 increments if needed. We've got a white diamond blowout wheel coming up. We have a white diamond cross tomorrow morning. We have yellow diamonds coming up as well tomorrow in the show. I've got some drop earrings that have yellow diamonds. We even have a yellow diamond oval band. But it's been here before, so it's not new. But I'll show you. Just a couple sneak peeks, why not? That's been here. I got a whole different price tomorrow for you. So, some exciting things. But I'm not going to leave this here. I've made a decision. We're going to find a way to get this tanzanite home. It deserves it. Somebody out there must like it. I'm not a big believer in there's just nobody who likes the ring. I think with our quality, I think there's a lot of places where if I hosted their shows, I'd be like, meh. I would be like out there going, I get it. I understand. Don't call. But when you're here and you're looking at this amazing, beautiful saturation and you've got top quality and red flashes and lots of gold and no compromise. We are the no compromise network. And I really like that about what we do. We don't want you to have to go down and downgrade your own quality. Get the best and the best, and let's make it better than $2,000, okay? We'll find a way. I know we can together. Together we can do this. Together we will make it happen. Together we will shop and enjoy the savings and collect, and we will be, listen, you don't need 100 of them, but you need one good tanzanite. And we've got the best here. And let's make it even better than $2,000 or $1,900 or $1,800. We're going to find a way. And we're going to go, guys, I'm losing money left and right on everything. So why not this one? Keep on losing money. It's fine. Keep on making you happy. That's the goal. $1,700 to open. I got $10 on the increment. It's as low as I can go. You are asking for an amazing value, and you got one. 34 points. That's that halo around it. The shadow halo. You got to see it on the hand again. 1,700 with 60 seconds to get it started. Wowza. Now that's some important material there. Here it is on the hand again. White, yellow, rose. Red flashes and beyond. Neon, ultra neon. 17, we got 45 seconds to get it started. This could be your best opportunity right here. $1,700 to get that one going. Look at the size of that. Do you see what I'm saying? You see me wear like 100 rings a day. You know that's a big size. That does not look like a 2 carat 86. It looks far larger than that. And 25 seconds to get it going, and we're verifying. New moonstone is here. The only other tanzanite ring I have, it's a 10 carat 90. That's going to be like, that's like Rolls Royce money. I don't know about that one. I got a 10 carat with yellow diamonds. That's big league. We're going to just, let's stay affordable. And this is affordable. And then we got our little diamond blowout. Who's got the open at 17? Hi, where's she calling from? Okay, so we've got Marilee in the lead. Let's call her Marilee because she got the lead and she got the only bid so far, and she's got a $1,700 value. Now, it has to come down to the last final 2 minutes. We know that. We just have the one bidder. Hey, listen, it might not be the busiest night of the year. I get that. So it gives you and puts you at a huge advantage when you're shopping an auction, because obviously what normally a normal evening, especially a Friday night, January, normally you might have 15 or 20 people on a line bidding. Not the case tonight. So we do have $1,700, which means that this is not going to be available going forward. It's here and now, and you got to be on the phone lines in the next 2 minutes if you'd like to bid. Now, it's only a $10 increment. I try to make sure those increments are as really teeny tiny as possible to allow for you to get in, because obviously the savings. I think that's the bigger portion here, is we have to really look at the savings individually on the ring, because right now, you're looking at some significant $4,300 savings. So when you look at it from that perspective, I always tend to look at is how many rings would you buy for the price you're saving, the amount. $4,300, well, just in the case here, would buy you a couple of tanzanites. So in my mind, when you've got the savings like that, if you can turn around and resell it the following day that you get it for more money, that to me is a value. That's a value. That's how I always shop. It's weird, but that's how I shop now. If I buy something at a value and I know I can turn around the next day and make a profit on it, that's when I know it's a value, and that's when I feel like, okay, that's the proper way to shop. That's what you have here, easily. There is nobody on the planet that, first of all, has blue wing block D, so it's a bit of an irrelevant statement, but when there's material that is much lower quality, and it's still pretty, but it's lower because it's lighter saturations, it's going to be a lower quality. It's very simple. You don't need to have a gemologist degree. You don't need to have a key set of master stones in tanzanite to know the difference between what is good, great, really, really good, and then the top. And this is the top quality. And you look no further than seeing those reds. We're going to give it 2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes and it will indeed be gone, because we do have that open. The first step has been achieved here. So we've got our open at 1,700 and we're looking for more. And you're welcome to jump on in. Now we've got a diamond wheel coming up next on some diamond blowouts. That'll be fun. A little diamond blowout action, all white diamond rings. Tomorrow is our cross pendant. I'm thinking about, interestingly enough, I'm looking at what I'm supposed to get tomorrow for the cross. I was thinking about that 2.5 carat diamond band we had recently. Remember that? I know where that went. I mean, I'm talking aloud here because while we wait, but that's tomorrow. 40 plus pointers. The largest, again, it's a decade. We're coming up on a decade here of doing this. And yet, I have never had a cross pendant like that. Never. We've brought our fair share of cross designs, and yet never had one like that. Coming up tomorrow. That's going to be here. Okay. Once, twice, 3 times. Well, we still have 50 seconds. Has she owned any tanzanite to this point, Jason, or is this going to be a first time? I'm feeling confident for her. I'm feeling really, really good. No challengers yet for her. Let's see if she's a first-time tanzanite shopper, if maybe she bought one somewhere else and is upgrading. How many times do I hear that a day? I wish I would have found you sooner, because I bought a lot of tanzanite somewhere else and it's no good. So I gave that to my daughter and my daughter-in-law and my nieces, and they're enjoying theirs and I'm getting the good stuff. And that's fine. And if you want to gift somebody the best of the best, wonderful, here it is, and at a great value as well. So 17, and our final call is coming. Once, twice, 3 times, congratulations, it's going to Kentucky. Thank you so much. Here is a little trio of really important diamond rings. And the band, I like this flower ring with the cluster, and then we have something in yellow gold. But this feels like a solitaire. It kind of looks like it because you got the big cluster in the middle. Thank you on the tanzanite. Well done there. So 3 diamond rings, all white diamonds, all straightforward. The last diamond ring I showed you was nearly $5,000, and that was just about 30 minutes ago. Now we're getting into some more affordable ways to do VS diamonds and some very high style but classics. That's what I would say here. We have 3 rings, all 111 numbers here. So we're going to give you a major value on each and every one of them. Here's the band. Then we have, let's call this the floral cluster, and we'll call this the more solitaire cluster because it is the look of a solitaire, but it actually is made up of the round brilliants put together. So I'm going to go over these diamond weights because you know what you like already just by looking. Maybe you want to collect a couple of them because I think we could all see the purpose of adding a really good diamond band. And what this diamond band does, and does so well, is when we normally see a diamond band, it's usually 1 stone and it's on the smaller side, and that's that. Here's where you get the 1 bigger stone, and then each and every one of them has a halo. Imagine this band or this ring shrunk in a bit and then going around from one side to the other 7 times over. That's almost what this feels like, is like the 7 stone version of what we're seeing here. Round brilliant with halo. That's kind of what that looks like. So it gives you a much heftier band than you would normally get when you typically have one little stone. These have all been here before. It's just time to mark them down. You know, it's classic types of styles. They're all VS white diamonds. You get to choose your gold color. So I know we're seeing yellow, white, white, but you get to choose whatever you want. So you can get this one in rose gold, this one in yellow gold, this one in white gold. Do whatever you want. Just know you have all choices. 3 choices, 3 rings. So pick your size, pick your gold color. You're going to do 2 things here. I got a big assignment for you. It's pick your gold color and your size, which, let's face it, jewelry lovers know in their sleep. So here we are talking about diamond weights. Your diamond weight on the far left is going to be 61 points in diamonds. Your band ring in the middle, 63 points in diamonds. Your floral, we'll call it, it's almost like a 3-stone meets a floral meets a halo. That's going to be a total of 52 points in diamonds. So 52, 63, and 61. In solid gold. 14 karat gold, yes. 14 karat gold. I feel like that's so important right now because everybody who you used to rely on for fine jewelry is not doing it anymore. So just a reminder, these are still gold, because when you see this price tag, you're going to wonder how. When you've got 14 karat gold, which costs $2,000 to do on average for a skinny little band. And I wouldn't say any of these rings are really what I would consider skinny, because even the band itself, which is the most straightforward of the batch, it's a little bit wider than some, isn't it? It's got that nice pronounced, again, think of it as every single diamond there that's bigger has its own halo. So that's going to naturally create some width, but still a great stackable. And if you wanted to, you could get a couple of them, stack them together. You could get a couple of them and put them around a favorite ring that you wear. That's called a ring guard. You could do that, whatever you want to do. We are just about to embark on our last hour of our Friday night here. So, and again, the cross is tomorrow morning. So, and we are limited because really big stones makes it very limited. So just a little heads up on that. I've got like 6 of them to go around, so very limited. And it won't be like, it's listed right now at a lot of money. It won't be, because I'm going to work on that tonight and see if I can, maneuver some special deals for you. But let's take a look at this, guys. A fabulous trio of rings. And no, they are not going to be, well, $29.99. We're going to skip that. Choose your gold, choose your ring size. Let me know which one you like. Here's an example. This one looks like a great engagement ring. It looks like the kind of ring that you just walked into a retail store and said, money's no object, get whatever she wants. And then she said, I want that ring. And the associate says at the counter, that'll be $28,000. And you're like, no problem, it's fine. We're going to do better. And remember, this is a cluster, but I say that just to remember, because when you see it from a distance, it kind of looks like one big diamond in the middle, doesn't it? Like one big diamond with a halo and then diamonds down the sides. They are not going to be $29.99 a ring. I'm going to go lower. That's why we say blowout. And you know this by now. When you see that word blowout, that really means something. It's not this price, it's different. This is where we got to take the action right there. And yes, you're going to choose your favorite. Now here's the band ring that I know this because I've been doing this a long time. This band is going to be the most popular. And I only have 3 to go around for the nation. That's it, 3 bands. And somebody might just take 2, or maybe take all 3, because they would stack so well. Take a look at that, white, yellow, or rose gold. Do you see that band? That band looks like a bargain at $29.99. It will not be. It's top of the hour. Welcome into our big Friday night. Glad you're with us. I'm Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We have got 1 hour left in our Friday night, and this is amazing. We've got designer diamond pieces. Every diamond here is VS, from larger to smaller, even the big ones that are in the middle of the band there. All really, really important. Let's look at the floral style as well. Like a floral meets a 3-stone meets a halo, all of that. Take a look at that one on the hand. Remember, that's going to be a diamond weight of 52 points. The others are going to be higher than that. We're going to take them all less than $29.99. Moment is now. You got to get on the phone lines immediately. We already have a lot of busy phone lines. I don't think that's a surprise, especially when we're going less than $2,000. Not $19.99, not $18.99. Please remember that you've got more invested in the gold. If you are a designer of jewelry, a manufacturer of jewelry, I can speak on this because we are. We are a manufacturer of jewelry here on site. We do not outsource. We do not have middlemen. We do not have secondary, third. We don't have all that. It's how we have been the leader in jewelry values for a decade. It's been a decade of doing this. A decade. It's incredible. And there's never been values like what we're seeing, honest to goodness, tonight. This is your moment to take advantage of any of the three you like. They're not going to be $18.99, $17.99, $16.99. Again, a special welcome and thank you for being with us tonight. I'm so, so glad you are, especially to see values like this, and we'll keep those coming for the next 58 minutes. That's all we have tonight. Let me know if you have any requests, anything you'd like to see again from earlier in the show. We do have some previews, and we have some very, very big, exciting things happening this weekend as well, including tomorrow morning, the biggest diamond cross I've ever had. It leaves me a bit speechless what I'm going to have for you. And then tonight I'm working on the price tag that's I'm gonna make it something special. You know us for diamonds. You know that's where we have our best sellers. We're gonna make something very special happen in a diamond cross tomorrow. So take a look now at our diamond rings, because all of those rings would look beautiful with the cross pendant tomorrow that we're gonna really enjoy shopping together for. But let's make this better than even 16, 15, 14, 13. I need to make these phone lines rock. We can do this. Let's make it a value. A value beyond anything you've seen before in gold. I got two. I'm sorry, guys. I don't make up the gold prices, but they are such that you cannot manufacture a ring for a human woman. Because, you know, it's one thing if it's a little tiny like toe ring. I'm talking about a ring for a human finger. You cannot make a band of 14 karat gold for under $2,000 today. I am doing that right now, and they're not 13. They're not 12. They're not 11. And these are covered in diamonds from one side to the other. This is not a time to sleep on the values. If you're thinking, oh, well, that's just TVON, that's what they do. Do you understand that it's not going to be possible to do these kind of values? Everyone else is doing it. They've abandoned gold. Everybody out there, you know it because you watch the shows more than I do. I know you do. And again, everybody has abandoned gold now. They're doing plated metals, sterling, silvers, things I've never heard of because I guess they make something up to make it sound good. Whatever it is. I don't know how long we're going to be able to sustain this. I don't know. Because again, gold is crazy. When it's $2,000 to make a band and then you start adding diamonds and then there's some labor cost and yeah, all of that. And I'm losing money left and right the way I am, how long is that sustainable for? I don't know, but I would take advantage of it now. I would really, truly, that is my advice. I have spent this entire month of January is one of the busiest in our industry because Tucson's coming up, and obviously with the fourth quarter of the previous year over, and that's actually one of our slower seasons actually, and then things get really ramping up. I have been meeting every single day with designers, retailers, wholesalers, dealers, diamond, you know, people, families that represent gemstones from every corner of the globe. That has how, it's like literally, it's every day. And yet, every single one of them is having to basically leave the world of fine jewelry. Every one of them. I don't know how much longer we're gonna have trade shows. I don't know how much longer Tucson's gonna be around and Vegas is gonna be around because those have always been centered around the fine jewelry world of natural gems and precious metals, and nobody's really doing it anymore. So it's a time when those of us who really still appreciate quality can still get it and can still get it at a value. Take a look at this. This is not gonna be $11.99. Which one do you like, Jason? We're getting very busy on the phone lines. The middle band. I already know that's going to be our most popular by far. It's quite clear. There's a classic style about it. The diamonds are huge. It's got that really big diamond weight. Each band is going to be 63 points. That's just under 2/3 of a carat. And we're going to make them better than 11, better than $10.99. Nobody on the planet can do this. I might just center up on that band ring alone. Maybe we'll just show that by itself with the information because that's where it's at. Those are the big important, like you see all the diamonds are nice, but these are the big ones. Those are the big VS diamonds in the middle, and then the halo around them, that's the widest band of gold. It's got the most gold weight. It's any gold color you want. It's wearable by one and all, and we're gonna blow them out for $999 a band. $9.99 a ring. Whichever one you like, whichever one's your favorite, or if you cannot decide, hopefully that affordability allows you to get more than one. I certainly think that's the idea with that very nice band, especially being stackable as it is, or use it as a ring guard if you want to. But how many would you like? So the ring size on that one right now, I'd have to check it. It looks like about a 6, but let me check for you. Right now, it's actually a 7. Okay. So here we go, guys. Last chance, last call. Let's take a look at it. There it is. Okay, so last chance, 60 seconds. We'll move on. We have an alexandrite, new. We have a moonstone. We have a really pretty morganite. It's my morganite that every time I see it, I think I'm looking at a pink diamond. It's really good. It's top. Look at this pink morganite, pink diamonds, white diamonds, and some razzle dazzle that'll take you to another dimension. That sounds dramatic, but jewelry can do that. Okay. All right, Friday night party people. We all set? All good? 14 seconds remaining. Jason, did you get a band? What color did they go for? You got it. White gold. Good choice. Andy, I bet you're taking a band as well. Tony, I'm going to do that. You know what? Skip this, skip that. We can melt them. I'd rather melt them. I've had those rings for like umpteen years, 9+ to be exact. I don't think I've ever sold one. Doesn't matter. I could put it up for $1, probably not going to stay here. This is where it's at. This is, especially when you put it next to this one. It's like if I stood next to like Margot Robbie and J-Lo, right? Everyone would be like, okay. Yeah, what's she doing there? Something's out of place. Here it is. This is, I don't know why I randomly just chose those names, but there you go. This is the band. This is where it's at. It's 111-4524. Look at that. Okay, I'll stand next to my contemporaries. I'll think of at least women that are my age. Beyonce and Kim Kardashian. Okay, there we go. So I'll stay in my age group. One's way younger, one's way older. Let me just stay in my age group. We're all the same age. So here we are, 63 points. Point is, I don't know if you're even paying attention to the other ones when that's here. Because this is the band, this is where it's at, this is the 63 points, but it's how you get there. Remember, it's not always about the destination. Sometimes it's the journey. And how do we get to 63 points? Are there 1,000,001 diamonds? There's some really big ones in the center. That's important. So let's just, again, there's only one left. So I say that because, well, it's popular already, but $9.99. And just really, when you see that ring all on its lonesome, no distractions of the side pieces there, you just see it for what it is. A nice, thick, heavy, look at the depth of the gold there, nice wider band, really accommodating those diamonds properly and getting something with everyday designer sparkle. Why have the good jewelry only for the special occasions? I am such a believer. You know how many people I've helped shop for jewelry over the years? I've sold over $1 billion worth of jewelry. And that's just on TV. That's not some of the other places I've sold jewelry, my own businesses, auctions, all kinds of things that I've been a part of in the jewelry world, and it's been a pleasure every bit of it. But when you're around a lot of jewelry, and you know that you talk to a lot of jewelry-loving ladies out there, and men, but a lot of ladies. I sell mostly ladies' jewelry. And I will say, what I hear so many women say is, I'm only going to spend the money on the really, really over-the-top, high-end specialty cocktail rings. And they're more comfortable spending more money on a big, oversized, and listen, there's nothing wrong with that, but if you have to make a choice, I say, and they will make the comment to me, well, but that's my everyday ring. That's just my everyday ring. So I'll just get something. And I always think, wait a minute, maybe, are we backwards on this? Maybe, I think about my own life. Not jewelry, perhaps, but I look at some of the, I love fashion. Like I'm a fashion girl. I like fashion. I'm just that, you never gonna change. I've been that way since I was a kid. I've really enjoyed, enjoy accessories, fashion, shoes, bags, all that. I'm a girl, can I say? I don't think I'm not that extraordinary. But I will say this, some of my most cool pieces are the pieces that I don't even know where I'm gonna wear it. I just know I love it. And when I do wear it, I'm gonna really enjoy it. And it's really special and it's different and it's bold, but I'm not gonna wear that every day. Like I have some things, pieces. They're like events in and of themselves. And they're the ones I never wear. And then I think, wait, shouldn't I be investing all that money and be equally as excited or more excited about the pieces I live in, the pieces I wear every day, the piece that I can never be without. I tell you this all the time, my most affordable piece of jewelry, my lowest price item I wear, or own in jewelry is my signet ring. And yet it's the one I wear the most. So, and I've been wearing the longest. And never will take off for the rest of my life. I could be, if I'm blessed to live to 80 years old, I'll still be wearing my signet ring. That ring's not coming off. Doesn't matter. It's part of me now, forever. It's like an official, a fixed, permanent adornment. And yet it's important to have what you love in quality. And if you're going to wear a band like this every day, pinky ring, thumb ring, wedding band, wedding set, stackable, ring, whatever it is, think of what you invest in and what you're going to wear every day, all day without fail. It's a ring like this. This may be an upgrade from what you thought you could get, but for $9.99, go for it. That's the beauty of this style. So it's $9.99, one left. If you'd like it, it certainly is out of that wheel and that trio. It is where the buy is at. No doubt about it, because of the big centered up diamonds that you see. They're all still VS stunners. They look incredible. They are incredible. And it's $9.99 to get it to you. I have a men's moonstone if anybody's interested. There's also a ladies moonstone too that's new that I'm anxious to show you. And just as we're on the topic of bands, and I know it's not $9.99, but since it was a surprise to me, I'm going to show you our 5-stone band ring that surprisingly came out today by request. I did not know one existed, and this must mean that we were able to make one more. And it's 112-9558. It came out earlier today via request. I don't think our requester got it because nobody got it. So here's what I'm going to do. Just want to remind you, if you want to go to the absolute highest end and largest band we do, it is right here. It is 70 points each, 5-stone style, 3.5 carats in total. And that's going to be our shared prong largest band we will ever create, because any larger, you can't really put a 5-stone ring together with any larger diamonds than that. And so that's really key to remember. Now I'm going to try it on for you. And just a reminder, it's gone up a little, but that's just because of gold. You know, that's what gold does. So gold's been doing that. Let's just make sure this one goes. And if you'd like it, there's still a value of a lifetime here. It's a value of a lifetime, because anytime you shop, I don't know a lot of places that have VS diamonds and 3.5 carat 5-stone bands, but I do know the wholesale world really well. I just do. I'm there every day. I know the wholesale world well. The wholesale world is going to give you a price tag for each diamond, because there's 70 pointers, which are the size of 1 carat in diameter, and VS stones, because we didn't downgrade the clarity just because they're bigger. No, we're going to have a wholesale on each of those diamonds that's going to be over $1,800 and climbing. So when basically 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then you've got the gold, I mean, you're at, let's call it conservatively 10 grand. Wholesale to make it yourself, to do all the matching yourself, to figure out are those diamonds matched. I mean, it's a lot. Let's give it to you for $4,777 if you'd like to get it. The 3.5 carat diamond sparklers. That's what that is. The ultimate high level, the best of the best, $4,777. And the really beautiful way that they're set, because this isn't set flat. Look at that. No, diamonds, first of all, the bigger the size, the more you have to set them up higher, because you have to make room for that culet. There's depth to a diamond. You've got to let a lot of light access those stones. Man, that's a great ring. $4,777. So just a reminder of what we can do in band styles. Now, I got to show you this new moonstone, because it's not every day we get to see this. Around. Yes, we've had all these cool cuts in moonstone. I've had trillions. I've had, last night, a princess cut. I've had pear shapes. We've had emerald cuts. We have not seen the round. Well, it's special. It's 1130-119, and it is a beauty and giving all. Oh, yeah. So we've loved these stones for their private collection nature, which is why their private collection is the ultimate high-end colors, all the rainbow colors, all at one time. And then you look at the way this is set up, like our raindrop ring. Do you remember that world famous raindrop design we did? This is a similar version where there's a mill-grain beaded detail in between these vertical lines, which are all solid gold. So there's a lot of gold in this one. And then you've got the diamonds lining the top and the bottom of the ring, and then kind of creating this great diamond path that runs right through the middle, but in a curve, and right beside your stone. So it's going to be our 136 round. They always look bigger than they weigh. They're kind of like opals and emeralds in that way. Great big size. I think it's getting lost a little in the white gold, but it's very tonal. You can do rose gold. You can do yellow gold. And I'll tell you why they'll all work. They're all going to work because you've got every color of the rainbow in the decadent, sparkling, it looks like diamonds are within it, moonstone. This is one of our very best. I have seen, we have all collectively seen a lot of really gorgeous moonstones, have we not? They have been so stunning. Pretty doesn't even cover it. I think we need like, yeah, extraordinary, aren't they? They're so beautiful. They're so designer. And this is Mother Nature's like couture. This is Mother Nature goes crazy on some stones, right? Some stones are ordinary and they're commonplace and they're mass produced by her. And there's a prolific number of them and it's fine. And then there's this, where most moonstones, cabochon cut, give you one color at best, like a little blue at best. The moon, think of the moon. Why is it called moonstone? Because it usually glows a little bit of blue like the moon does. You ever look up at the moon and notice it's not really white, it's not really gray, it's more like it's got a little bit of blue glow to it. And obviously that depends on where you are and how many city lights you have and the kind of atmosphere you're in, the air you're looking up through. But out here, the moon, yeah, we have some bad air, so it just kind of things, yeah. But usually, what it's supposed to be is a little bit of blue glow. Here's one that gives you every color, which is why it's called rainbow moonstone. And it's faceted. And in this case, round. So it's doing what the moonstones prior to it have not been able to, which is that. The powerful, brilliant flash. Let's try it on because this particular ring, so much better on the hand because you're seeing some of that beautiful open work, the cutout detailing. You can notice how much gold has to be stacked in this ring to give you that little bit, almost reminds me of like a corset detail you'd find in like the waist of a beautiful coat or a great dress, or maybe even, dare I say, it's Friday night, so let me just say it, lingerie. Like something like that with like that boning structure and then almost like laciness with the details of the mill grain and then the diamonds on the outside. I mean, it is, and then all the softness of the color. Diamond weight on it, 28 points. I've got white, yellow, or rose gold for you. Love the width of the band. I mean, hey, I know we shouldn't be using these oversized decadent gold mountings right now with gold being where it's at, but this stone deserves it. This stone is the round, and look at all the colors just glowing from within. This is the one to own. And watch this up close because it's going to be wild. It's going to get a little crazy in here. Look at that. I cannot decide though. I mean, what angle, what movement? I mean, honestly, this is why jewelry is fun to wear. You move all the time. You're in different lights, lower lights, higher lights, brighter lights, UV light, fluorescent light. Look at that. It never looks the same way twice. You're going to have a blast wearing this. And what we're going to do, I love the way it's perched. Wide band of gold, lovely, isn't it? Just lovely. It really looks good. And we just need to find its way out. You know, I got the $59.99 price. It's kind of like everything I see these days. It's like a start price of $5,000. Pretty much how the road goes here. We're going to change it. Have I sold much for $5,000? No. No. Not even the, yesterday I was thinking about on the way in today, I thought, I was literally having flashbacks to what I did last night on our, do you remember our top three of Big Three? The top three Big Three, the emerald, the ruby, the sapphire, and we did some great. And that went under $5,000. They were $15,000 blowouts, and yet sold it for under $5,000. It's miracle pricing. It's like, you ever believe in miracles? They happen every day. I believe that, especially if you're a TVON viewer. They happen every day. We're not doing 5,000. I'm going to put it up for grabs. I'm not even going to do an auction. Haven't had any luck there. One and dones. Let's just make it cheap, cheap. Blowout time is here, and this is why you want to be on the phone lines fast. I was thinking about starting at $3,000. I'm skipping that. Nothing wrong with $3,000 to start, especially with that amount of massive gold in that ring. We're going less than $3,000. Less than $25. One caller. Who's it going to be? You want the ultimate moonstone without it. It's not oversized. This isn't that gigantic cocktail ring you can't wear. It's a wider band, but very wearable, very comfortable with the cutouts, very cool with the diamonds, and even mill grain along the diamond pave, top and bottom. That looks great. We're going to do better than 25 or 2,000 or, well, $19.99 is already below my own cost. Let's take it even lower than that. First caller's going to get it. It's not $19.99. White, yellow, rose in your size. We've only got about 35 minutes left to go in our Friday night. Tomorrow morning, a show you cannot miss. I really implore you to be with us. Tomorrow morning is going to be one of those record breakers, you know, like record-breaking price tags and therefore very quick sellouts. Make sure you're with me. Special day. We're not doing $19.99. $1,899. No, it's not. $1,888. I never should do that on the amount of gold you're seeing in that ring, but I will make it happen. And you got to hustle to the phone lines. I don't think we have anyone yet. We have a couple of people. I think they're thinking about previous pieces tonight from earlier in the show, which is a good time. This is when you want to do that as well. Pick up those pieces because we'll be recapping them. And then it's really up for grabs to each and all. But here's what I'll do on this one. Not even 18 or $1,799. It's a blowout. We're going to go $1,777. That's it. $1,777. Who's got the round? It's so beautiful. It is so good. It's so good. And I know that there's only so good they can look on TV because, well, it's TV and some stones get a little shy. And yet this one, when it looks like that, can you even imagine what that's going to look like in person, at home? You're in for a treat. That's for sure. $1,777. And it does. It has, like, it goes from a golden glow to like a blue. It's funny, they even described it in the description here as a blue moonstone. So at first I thought, when I just read the description before seeing the ring, and I thought, do we have a regular moonstone? And then I look at this and go, nope, I'm seeing a lot more than blue. I'm definitely seeing, yeah, I'm seeing red, pink, purple, green, yellow, red, more red, orange. I see it all. $1,777. Okay, so we've got a few minutes left. We've got the huge alexandrite. You want to see a stone that's really cool for its color changeability? We got one. Also, what do we have? Blue sapphire. Great blue sapphire if anyone's looking for a 4 carat. I have a big tanzanite. This tanzanite, if you're interested in a tanzanite with yellow diamonds, look at that. Tanzanite, yellow diamonds, white diamonds around it. Alexandrite is here. I got a heck of a value on a diaspore that changes color. All right, last call, moonstone. That's good, good, good. And then there's also that morganite. I don't know, guys. It's such a good lineup tonight. Look at this. Wow. I've only sold pink diamonds of bigger sizes, and when I've been asked to do some auctions for big auction houses, and certainly the TV world doesn't usually see huge pink diamonds. Now, we've had 1 carats, and they're now in museums. Nobody ever bought them, so they went out to museums, and they're proudly on display at some of the world's best museums now, currently. Hopefully one day we'll get them back. I don't know when that's slated to be, but this is the look of a very large pink diamond. And it's 112-9639. It's a morganite, so this is part of the beryl family. It's a sister stone to emeralds and aquas, but it's a true pink because you know, and I know, most morganites look peach, light, barely there, blush, like a nude color. Like, think of a nude lip gloss. That's what most morganites look like. This is not that. This is pink diamond color. It's really the only way, like a pink diamond bordering on a purple diamond is really the only descriptor here. And it's a 284 round Portuguese cut private collection stone with a double halo. Pink diamonds first. Yeah, this is a stronger color than even the pink diamonds, and then the pink diamond, the white diamonds. 19 on the pink, 70 on the white, 89 points total in diamond weight there, and we've got the 2-tone gold to go with it. Just a beauty. How do you like it? Isn't that divine? I don't know what a 284 pink diamond natural would be off the top of my head, but it'd be in the tens of millions. And this one is not going to be. And of course, it's not a pink diamond, but it sure looks it. And it's a whole step up from morganites, which morganites are pricey. I was looking at a morganite yesterday in the wholesale community, and it was a loose stone, and it was a 4 carat, and it was a good morganite, but it was still that peachy pink. It was a peachy blush color, kind of the pinky browns, peachy browns, that kind of typical color. And more the color of the rose gold there. So that's really how you know the difference. When the pink is that much more pink than the rose gold, if it's a perfect match to the rose gold, that's a traditional morganite color. You can see the difference between that center stone and the rose gold it's set in. And so it's still, don't get me wrong, it's still the best combination to set that stone, but most morganites would look identical in color. This one you can see is a whole different color. And I was looking, this was a 4 carat yesterday, a traditional morganite, and it was a loose stone, so no gold, no diamonds, just nothing except the stone in a bag. And yet that stone was, I'm not kidding, it was $8,200 a carat. So $8,200 a carat times 4 is $32,800. So what gives? And that's morganite for you. It's a very expensive stone, even in its typical color and quality. This is anything but typical. Let me try it on for you because it's really a finger filler here, if you will, because you see how it, first of all, this is the shot. Look at that. The glitter, now it's really moving. Because even though I'm not going boom, boom, it really is, look at that. The movement I can give it is greater than what you see on the wheel when it just goes, So now you're seeing that glittering factor. That stone is everything. You can't wear that and not have it be noticed. The size, the double halo, the fact I'm going to blow it out from this $17,999 price tag, unbelievable. What's about to happen is we're going to see probably the fastest seller of the whole week. Right here, right now. I am ready to give away jewelry. We have 30 minutes left to do it. I can do that. And the faster way to do it is just to give really, really ridiculous lows. And listen, take advantage of it while it's here. This is the big moment to save a bundle. And what nobody realizes is that some people have sworn off fine jewelry because of the pricing they see elsewhere, or they watch the other places to shop for fine jewelry have now gone to other things and they're not real stones anymore. It's like the world is changing and it's happening right before our eyes. It's like if you were born, decades ago, we have seen all of these evolutions of technology. You and I probably can remember things that people born after 2000 can't. We remember an era where there were no cell phones. I grew up in an era with no computers. We didn't know we didn't have the internet. So this is something that, future generations won't understand. And the point is we're watching all this evolution in different facets of life, which are fascinating to be a part of because not all of us are going to be able to say we've seen an era when. We can remember an era when. We see different things happen. And yet, the jewelry industry, just as rapidly as it seems technology is evolving and changing, the jewelry industry, which was very, 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 very stagnant for a long time, is now, just in the last couple of years, is rapidly changing. And so we're thrilled to be able to say, because the changes aren't always good. A lot of those changes, like the invention of the cell phone and computers and internet, those are pretty good technologies, that we can't even imagine today living without. Unfortunately, the jewelry world tends to be kind of shifting in a not sure what to think of it way because we haven't seen the end. But you know what? When everything's going faux, I say, let's stick with the real. Let's make sure that we can bring you those values you love, not $79.99, not even. That's 10 grand off. That would probably suffice. We're going to go lower than that. Make it happen for you right now. Only going to be one person taking advantage of this. 89 points full in diamonds, two-tone gold. You saw how it, again, this color, look at that. That's what we were seeing when it's on the hand. The way those facets totally and utterly pop. They look like fireworks. They look like diamond fireworks. Can you imagine diamonds exploding from a firework in the sky? That's what this looks like, with a beautiful girly pink backdrop. And yet here it is on the hand again. It's not 79, 69, 59, 49, 39, 29. Giveaways have commenced. We are in the last 30 minutes of this show. The giveaways are here. That is not even 20. Look where that started and look where it is. Come on. Not 29, 28, 27, 26. I just keep on going. And we are making magic together. You and me, we're making it happen. Nowhere else. It's probably why you probably won't keep TVON a secret from all your friends and family and neighbors. Isn't it true? You say, I don't want them to know my secret. I don't need them to know where I'm getting my fine jewelry. I just need to know. I just worked really, really hard, and I got that fabulous connection, or maybe I got that. Tell them you got a family member in the biz. You do. We're all TVON family. This is not $26.99. Even better value. What can I say? It really is a stunner, and this one's gonna go. It's gonna go, and it's not $26.99. Who wants it? The shocking part to me is that nobody is called in yet for this one. And I know there's a delay. It's like a good 60-second delay with the broadcast. This is going to go in a hurry. So if you can get there and get there first on the phone lines, that's going to help you in a very good way, because this is going to find its home. That drop in price, I've done a lot of price drops. That's probably something we're all so used to by now. This is one of the more significant and substantial price drops you're going to ever see. And it means more now. It means more now in this era we live in. This is, again, I keep reminding you, this is not a tape. We are a live broadcast, and it's January of 2026. And I have to keep saying that because it really feels like we are time traveling back to a different era here. It really does. And yet we're not even asking 26 or 25. I'll blow it out completely. You're going to be thrilled. When you get this at home, you're going to be thrilled. You are going to be absolutely beside yourself with just joy and excitement. And isn't that what it's about? Jewelry should elicit that reaction. If it doesn't, you're not shopping for the right jewelry. Let's blow it out. Not even $25.99. I don't know what else I could do. Maybe at this point it doesn't matter, but I'm going to try. Let's make it $2,499. First caller, that's it. $2,499. I know this wasn't even supposed to be in tonight's show. True story. I just really begged. I know. Everyone looks up like, oh no, she did that again. She added to the show again. I did. I just really, these pieces, I want different. I want unique. I want what we don't always have. This is it. And now we've got the drop in the price. And one thing, you get the great morganite that's the best in the world, but you're also, check the box of pink diamonds. You now also are the proud owner of really good natural pink diamonds, which most people can't say. And that gets you the pink diamonds that you need. Maybe you don't need to go out and buy an individual 10-pointer when you got 19 points sitting here in the halo. So $24.99, 60 seconds. And then we'll say goodbye to that one way or the other. We'll either melt it down. Please, can you imagine if I'm not melting that. How dare I even utter those words? We're not melting this. It's too good. You want to give the ownership the satisfaction of putting that back in the private collection? No, they gave it up once. Like, you know what it takes sometimes to pry these stones out of the private collection of ownership that's been doing this for 6 generations and running? And trust me, it'll keep going. I don't know, the industry's changing, but it's going to be keep on. It's a heritage, it's a legacy. And for them to say, yes, let's share these really important stones with our audience, good stuff. And it's mine if you don't want it. I'm just going to say it. 8 o'clock tonight, I get to start shopping. So here we go. Last chance on the show. Got a big Alexandrite. We've got some Imperials. If any of that sounds good, I'm just going to flash this. It's a 4-carat blue sapphire. If you got a couple $1 million, this is what you could buy somewhere else. And we're not going to make it that. We've got our first 4-carat since the 4-carat heart shape sold the other day. That had been here about 9 years. I can tell you that because I've been here 9 years, and it's been here since I got here. So we got our 4-carat heart shape out a couple weeks ago. We have another 4-carat that's brand new right now. It's 1130057. It's listed as 112, but it's probably 113. So 1130057, correct me if I'm wrong. This is the 401. Looks like cashmere. Why? Well, I've been around gems a long time. Ceylons are the best modern day sapphire source, but there are certain stones that have an element that allow them to look almost as if they came from the cashmere mine that has been mined in over 100 years. And this is one of them because you look for that velvety color. You look for that velvety richness. I'm just going to give it a quick look, Tony. I don't want to dwell on it. It's not for everybody, but for our sapphire lovers who maybe tune in every single day hoping there's a 4-carat sapphire and never sees it, there's the 401. 401 royal blue. It's got 33 points in the yellow diamonds and then 112 in the white. Okay. All that said, I can blow it out. For the ultimate sapphire collector out there, is my pink morganite really still here? Wow. Okay. Well, this is how I fight back. Putting up the best sapphire we have. It is right here. And it's only for one caller. And because I don't want this one to be here another 9 years, because, you got to understand, there's somewhat of a history. Like I mentioned, I don't know if you remember this. It was in this big ribbon-like mounting. It was gorgeous. It's if you've seen it, you remember it because it's really striking. And it was this almost ribbon-like bow that went very east to west, and it had the heart-shaped blue sapphire in the middle. It was a 4-carat. It sold the other day for I think it was $12,000. And it'd been here for literally forever since the network was established. I think about 2026 and obviously the jewelry industry evolving. I would like just prefer, maybe this could go out tonight instead of waiting another 9 years to send out our next 4 carat. It very well could if, and this is a big if I just give it a price tag that's silly, like a little who's paying attention deal on a multi tens of thousands of dollars sapphire anywhere else in the wholesale world. And instead, our price tag it's $32,999. Not bad, not bad at all. But maybe just as an attempt to get this one gone now instead of waiting years, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to give it a great price. We have 20 minutes or so left in the show. I'll see you in the morning. We have an incredible show for our Saturday morning. I hope you can be with us. I hope you all have power. I know it's going to be, I wish there was a way to ensure that we could have everybody be with us and have power and be in, hopefully the weather doesn't get too bad. But I have that gorgeous diamond cross tomorrow that is going to be very limited. But I have a great value right now that's happening before our show ends. And it's no longer, because do you like this one, Jason, or are they on something else? Okay, so nobody's on the phone lines. Let me try it on so you're sure to see the size, because that's incredibly important here to see it from a distance, because we don't see these every day. And there it is. The royal blues coming through. I'll try it on the other way as well, because we always like to see both perspectives on the pear shapes. Look at that. For a stone that large and in the royal blues to be still vibrant and glowing and showing transparency, it's a very good thing. And it's no longer $32,999. That is not bad. I will just say, I'm shocked it's not way more than that. I mean, it's sapphire. It's a big deal to get the 4 carats. One thing to get a half carat. A 1 carat's where they start to get jumbo. 4 carats is another level, and we're going to blow it out right now. I'm just going to give it away and see who's out there and not have you wait, because I'd rather you get the ring and start wearing it. Why wait years and years and years for it to be? Listen, here's the other dilemma we have right now. If you're waiting years and years, it wouldn't be discounted, because then gold gets higher value, diamonds get higher value, sapphires are, I mean, all natural stones are nearly impossible to find. So it could go up in price. I know we saw that at one point with the other 4 carat. It actually went up in price. So, again, you've got the value here tonight. If we're going to bring it down, we bring it down for a purpose, and that's just to get it at home, because I believe in, if you love it, don't you want to start loving it sooner? Get it at home, put it on. You got a money back guarantee on everything. That's really important to remember as well. So before you see it and go, that's too good to be true, or maybe it doesn't look that good in person, well, again, that means you're a new shopper with us and you haven't experienced our jewelry yet, and we welcome you and invite you to come on in, because you don't want to wait any longer, because everyone has the same sentiment. It's, I wish I would have started shopping sooner. I have people that shop, they literally watch for years. I've had one gentleman recently told me he'd watched for 6 years, and he just kept going back and buying somewhere else, off a different network, on television, right down the dial. And he said, because I believed I had to pay more to get more. And I believed your jewelry couldn't possibly be that good considering the tiny prices. He said that. He emailed me. I have a lot of thoughts about that. But again, he said, I wish I would have started shopping sooner, because finally, I don't know what was the catalyst to allow him to take that plunge, but he did. And now he said, now I don't even have to watch those other guys. I'm just watching you. So, and I'm shopping from you now. And that's really the key. So take a look. We're going to blow it out. Not 32,000, not even 25,000, not even, you know what, for dramatic effect here, because I'm convinced that something's going to go if it's really, really, really inexpensive for what it is. And we've got our most important piece of the night. It's arguably the inventory. It's a first time seeing it tonight, and I'm going to give it away. I'll have to pay for the difference here, but that's okay, because I'd rather you have it and start wearing it. I'm going to make it $9,999. Done. I'm just going to try it. I'm making it cheaper than the other 4 carat that was here for a decade. I'm going to make it $9,999. And it's got the yellow diamonds and the white diamonds, and 145 total weight there in the diamonds, and it's only $99.99. My goodness, that's incredible. Any last minute requests before we go? Yes. The 5 stone for Kathy? You got it. Are you talking about the 3.5 carat? Okay. So the 3.5 carat band coming up again. Now, Kathy, I don't know if you saw the original presentation. There's only been one presentation ever before tonight. It was requested. It was when it was first presented. It was sold out, and there was a wait list a mile long. And we did not think we would ever get one. Now, I have one. That is the key here. I showed it earlier because it was requested. Well, I think it wasn't this specific request. It was just for a large band. Take a look at this. Here is the 5-stone. The largest 5-stone we ever have had and likely ever will have. And it's 1129558. And that's a big ring. One row, 5 individual stones, and about, well, 70 points minimum each. 70 points. Yeah, that's about 3 times the size of an average engagement ring stone in the US. And there are 5 of them. So big, big wow factor here. 1/4 carats are the average size diamond a lady's wearing in the US. That's an average. I realize that's not everybody, but that's what an average is. 25 points is the average. Okay. Every one of those diamonds is nearly 3 times that. It's kind of like having 15 engagement rings, but not really because they're even more rare. 25 pointers are relatively easy compared to a 70 pointer. As diamonds get bigger, they get far more scarce. We're looking at 3.5 carats in a 5-stone ring, and right now, yellow gold, white gold, rose gold, it's a white gold option now. You can go ahead. I'm happy to change those out because a piece like this, you should have in exactly the gold color you like the best. So if you'd rather have me change it to yellow gold or rose gold, be happy to do that for you. But this is the value. And we have about 15 minutes left to go. And it stacks beautifully next to something, but it's really intended to be worn on its own, by itself, looking fabulous. And it goes side to side. If you wear anything smaller than a 5, I don't recommend it for the ring finger. You'd probably have to put it where you don't wear a size 5. If you wear a 5 or larger, it's going to be perfect. It's not going to go over to the point where, like an eternity band does, where your side fingers are kind of mashing into the diamonds. That won't do that. So it's still going to work size 5 or up. And what I'm going to do is make it under $5,000. To get those stones for under $1,000 a piece, not happening loose. We're doing better than $49.99, better than $48.99, better than $47.99. I'm going with $47.77 on the 5-stone band, 3.5 carats worth, and it's your last look at it for the evening. 2 reasons for that: running out of time, but more importantly, there's only one, and when it's gone, it's gone. So that's the even bigger issue here. And so here we go, taking a look at it up close as well, so you can see those incredible, incredible VS diamonds that you've got right there. They are sparkling like no other, and that's what it's all about. Getting the incredible sparkle we love, those huge individual diamonds, and our $47.77 amazing price tag when there's a band of gold behind it too. That's worth a bundle. So $47.77, and we had a matching necklace earlier that had 2 carats total weight among 5 stones. If you need to see a matching necklace, might be the perfect time with all these added in savings to get the whole suite and set. Don't forget a gigantic 2.5 carat. Look at, you know what? This is a good time to just remind you as well. 2.5 carat diamond cross. Well, technically it's 245, but there is a diamond cross that would look beautiful with it. Let me just show this on the hand. It's a little preview of what's coming up tomorrow, among many other things, but look at this. That's a diamond cross that's happening tomorrow on the show. Actually, only in a few hours away from now, because we start at 10 a.m. So 14 hours and 14 minutes. We're going to show you a 245 diamond cross with 6 stones. If you want to do some comparison shopping on the internet in the meantime, you can do that and see what you can find in basically 41 point plusers, round brilliant, solid gold, white, yellow, rose gold. Don't have many to go around, but that is going to be tomorrow, and that is by far the largest cross pendant we've ever created in diamond weight. So that'll be here tomorrow and looks beautiful with that band ring, don't you think? Because good size diamonds and good size diamonds. All right. Has that one found its home yet? It's going to. Yes, on the hand again, you got it. It will stack. That's a great question. Somebody asked, will it stack next to something? Now, I'm not sure what kind of ring we're talking about, but it does have a very straight edge to it. And this is how I always like to prove that. Let me just take off my own ring for a minute. And I know this is not probably what you would do, but it just helps to see this is a very straight edge band here, because it's not a band, it's a squared off signet ring. And I'm not suggesting you stack these together because it's probably just too big. But the point is, do you see a gap? When I put them together, there's no gap. So if you have a straight edge and a band ring, or you have another one of these 3.5 carats and you decided to, stack them together, you could do that. And that's how I like to do that. By, kind of proving it that way. When you've got a nice straight flush edge like that, it's going to mean it's going to stack beautifully with other things as well. So great way to go, 47, 77, and yes, you could stack around it with it, but it's so large, it's intended to be worn on its own, by itself. 47, 77, amazing value. So one only there, okay? That's it. When is gone is gone. Were they asking about the sapphire, Jason? Yeah. Any questions about it? Okay, just wanted to see if it's still here. It is. It is. So we've got a bunch of people asking about the sapphire. It's our 4 carat plus blue sapphire, $99.99. That's a gimme. It's a gimme. Tell you right now, that's just a miracle value waiting to happen for you. So if you'd like it, you can grab it. We have a lot of people talking about this band, as well as the 4 carat plus. It's our 401 sapphire. What did Will pick up there, Andy? What was Will picking up? Okay, let me know if it's the band. Okay, here's the sapphire again, because we have a lot of people asking about it. And there's the 4 carat 01. 401 pear shape, 33 in the yellow, 112 in the white diamonds. Amazing for $99.99. Really is. We have about 10 minutes to go. If you have any requests, I'll do some recaps. We still have that smaller band. Remember, if you don't want to go the larger band, you can go the smaller band, which we had 63 points. Also, the pearl piece, the tricolor pearl. Oh, and a reminder about something that was here far earlier in the show was a couple of interesting ideas, one of which was a pendant, one of which is this fabulous cat's eye chrysoberyl. Let me show you a couple recaps from the evening as well. Here's the cat's eye chrysoberyl, sapphire's $99.99. And there's the cat's eye chrysoberyl, that's 112-2109. Had it much earlier in the evening. You may have missed it, don't want you to. It's a really good 282 with a carat 36 in diamonds. And it's got the tapered baguettes, the round brilliance, all of that around it. Talk about a designer halo, that is it. And we're going to do that one. Reminder, $18.88 is where I dropped that price down. So really fair value there at $18.88, especially it's in the platinum this time around. Then we do have a band with multicolored fancy diamonds, which is going to be one of our Sorari pieces. We'll show that to you as well as we wind down the evening. And reminder, back in the morning, it's only a few hours from now, 14 hours from now. Daytime hours on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 1 Pacific, 1 to 4 Eastern. Here's that all natural diamond band. Now this one's fun because you get the yellows, a lighter green, and then really kind of a light blue green in the middle, and then a couple of more green stones on the sides. This is a one-of-a-kind band. It is my 79 points in diamonds, but only among 5, so there's 16 points apiece, approximately. 9897 is the item number. So you're gonna let us know, do you want the Morganite? Do you want the sapphire? Do you want the cat's eye? Do you want the 3.5 carat diamond band? Because they all gotta go in 9 minutes. Yes. This is fabulous. And we're going to try it on. It's another one you can stack, have a little fun with, or if you want to add those colors of diamonds to your collection, here's how you do it. And it's our Sorari piece as well. And you've got a great one here for $1,199. Only in the yellow gold, stays as such, can't change jewelry pieces that are not our own. Here's what it looks like on the hand as well. And this one, obviously we just had a huge 5-stone band, about as big as they get. This one's gonna be a little bit smaller in stature, so it makes it easy to wear. Maybe this could be even also thumb or pinky rings too. Not all bands can be. I think one of this size could be, and still has that nice straight edge so you can stack away if you'd like to. And that's $11.99 for that one. $11.99 yellow gold, 5-stone style, and 16 points or so on each of those diamonds. So they're still really significant in those colors that you're getting there. all across the way, and mostly in the green range, I would say, which of course is a huge step up in rarity than even the yellows. So if you're thinking about, okay, I really want to add exotics, here it is back up close for you, just to see what that looks like with those 5 great stones. And again, that double shared prong, notice they're not in the corners, they're more tucked in to the midpoint of the diamonds. So it's not about looking at prongs, it's about looking at the diamonds, watching them do their thing, setting side to side. Okay, and also a recap on this fabulous pendant. One of our more affordable pieces of the show tonight was this Swiss blue. Swiss blue topaz. It's a yellow gold, solid, larger pendant. That one's here for a very fair price. This one, $777 for item number 1113-021. So goes way back, and that's going to be a huge reason why we got that big discount on that one tonight. $777 for a large pendant. Let me know what you'd like, and then we can recap. There was an amethyst pendant. Our biggest show special was the amethyst pendant. That was our 1 carat pluser, and it was a great yellow gold pendant with a diamond up top, and it was $199 as well. So pretty amazing that we were able to bring you something under $200 tonight. Something else to consider here. And reminder, tomorrow, not just the cross pendant. There's many big debuts happening tomorrow for our Saturday morning. I hope you will be with us. It's probably best. I think most of our viewership probably being advised to stay indoors and stay warm and safe anyway. So we'd love to have your company. It's, I think, a great excuse to hang out with us and shop a little bit, or just at least take a look at what we've been working so hard on. And of course, come tomorrow to see what kind of values I put together on those pieces we've been working so hard on for you, like the cross and many others. So we'll invite you in at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. That's 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern, okay? So here we go with the 777 Swiss blue. Next up, let's see. Blue sapphire is verifying, by the way. The 5-stone, 3.5 carat diamond band. I know that it'd be one thing I wish you know what's interesting? I bet you, for the people that aren't with us tonight, they're going to watch the recording some point, and they're going to probably, the first thing I get, the phone call when I get in, is going to be, I want that band. Because there were so many people that missed out on debut day, and we had no idea it was coming. I didn't even know. It was a request. I had no idea we had one. And so that's going to be the first thing that goes tomorrow morning before the show even goes on air. So you can get it now because you're getting first dibs. So you're seeing it before everybody else. And if you get that band tonight, nobody's getting it tomorrow. So my recommendation is don't wait till tomorrow on that 3.5 carat band. You'd be highly disappointed. There's a shopping moment. I missed out on something today, literally this afternoon, and I was not happy about it. It happens. If you shop for really nice pieces and one-of-a-kinds, it can happen. And when it's a great value, there's other people recognizing that value just the way you do. So this is not a time to wait. Go get that 5-stone band. Get it before somebody else does. Get the gorgeous pendant we have here for $777. Let's do a little recap. Might as well. Got the blue sapphire. These are the pieces that have got to go. We put our heart and soul into them tonight. Let's make sure they all go before we kick off another big show tomorrow. Because this is the day, this is the evening to go ahead and say, you know what, I'm going to try it. And listen, at least we get it home to you. You see it at home. You take a look and then decide. I know it feels like a lot of pressure. It's not, because it would be if you had a final sale attached to it. It's not, because you got a money back guarantee. So there's really just, again, it's about picking up the phone and saying yes, and then letting us do all the work, get it to you, and then deciding when it arrives. There's the cat's eye. Of course, this is the 3.5 carat band ring. And then we have this amazing, look at this. This is an amazing, amazing piece that I have. I want to show you the pearls as well. Here's the pearl necklace. This was $16.99, by the way, for 7 South Sea pearls. You've got golden, Tahitian, white pearls, all in tricolor gold. That's going to have that flexible type of collar. It's got that memory wire inside the 18 karat gold. That pearl piece is $16.99, and it was item number 112-9570. So there's our pearl necklace with all those different of the exotics. It's different colors, but they're all in that South Sea category. So natural in color, grade 11 to 12 millimeter sizes, 18 karat solid gold. And again, sections are different colors. So we have white, rose, yellow. It's going to alternate. So it goes white, yellow, rose, white, yellow, rose, and then white, gold. And then it does have some adjustability for you because there's a little ease of sliding this little bead here. So it's going to be 16 to 18 inches adjustable. Okay, $16.99. Back to the wheel we'll go. And then I'll show you what else. Oh, the big purple Paraiba. The lavender purple stone here. This is that lavender color instead of the bright color. That was $54.99, and that's a 410. So we've got our 4 karat sapphire, which is $99.99, and now we have our 410 in the purple Paraiba with, oh, that's got a carat 80 in diamonds as well. So lots of diamonds to go with it. Then here's the smaller Sorari band. That one's going to be $11.99. The blue topaz pendant is verifying. Jason, what are you picking up for Teresa over there? Anything before I recap it? Let me know if Teresa's picking something up, and then I won't recap it. Gotcha. Great band. Okay, good. It's not up here, though, so we're okay. All right. And last call on this show. Oh, no, that's it. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. We'll see you in the morning, 14 hours from now. It's going to be a blast. We've got the cross pendant and many, many, many more. So a lot of exciting things coming up. Thank you, Teresa, for shopping just now. I appreciate you. And all of you, thank you so much. We've got a yellow diamond band. We've got our cross pendant. We've got a lot of exciting things coming up this week. Wait a minute. I got to bring out the, I didn't know. This is still, I just verified it's still here. The round morganite is here as well. So just a heads up, the round morganite, $24.99. Do not wait on that. Cat's eye chrysoberyl behind it, 4 karat sapphire, 4 karat purple Paraiba, and a 3.5 karat diamond band. So your last call, 2 minutes left to go on the show. Thank you all so much for being a part of this show this evening. We appreciate you joining us, watching and shopping. And 2 minutes left, but then only 14 hours. Get your shopping rest because we're going to be really, really thrilled about this lineup. Tomorrow is amazing. There will be very, very few lineups that'll rival what we're doing tomorrow for our Saturday. So I hope we can join together and do some shopping. Of course, it's probably advised, again, if you are one of the many, many, many hundreds of millions that are dealing with some weather. First of all, I just want to say personally to our TVON family, please be safe. Please be safe and stay warm and be safe. And we're thinking of all of you and sending hopefully good vibes that it won't be as bad as predicted. So please be safe. If you've got power and are feeling safe and secure at home, we'd love to have your company tomorrow morning. And we do wish you safety and good health tomorrow and staying warm during all this craziness, because I know this is going to be, sounds pretty historic. And I know it kind of affects most of our viewership too. So keep that in mind. We'll be here to shop together tomorrow. So we hope to see you all then. And probably the best place to be is at home tomorrow. At home, hanging out, hopefully grab that, you know, get all wrapped up and cozy warm, wrapped in your favorite blankets and pajamas, and stay in with us, and we'll give you quite the shopping opportunity tomorrow. So I hope you'll join us for that, and a really, really important cross among many other things tomorrow coming your way. So I look forward to that. We'll see you in the morning. If you have any questions, we're here for a couple minutes after we go off the air via that phone line. So you can give us a call there and we'll help you out, okay? Thank you so much for being a part of this one on this big Friday. And again, be well, be safe, stay warm, and stay safe out there if you do have to be out in the elements. And we hope to see you for our big Saturday show. Is going to be a good one as always, and yet very special things, big values. I'm going to go work on those now, see what we can do as far as some really big values on the cross pendant and others. So a lot of exciting things coming up in the morning. So we'll see you then. Have a great rest of your evening. Again, stay well, stay safe, stay warm. And here's what we'll do. Last call on those gorgeous 5 pieces. Give us a call. And for now, I'm Lauren Blair. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. We'll see you right back here in the morning at 10 a.m. I'll see you then.